the next direct isn't going to have a Pokemon thing. It's a Nintendo Direct, not a Pokemon Direct. Right?
About the Pokemon, well, the video that we've seen, I guess.
Yo, what's good, everyone? What's good? I'm just gonna go ahead and get this shit started. Welcome to the Pokemon Direct speculation and discussion. It's been about a couple days now, and I said I wanted to pull up with this, so I'm here with BDV and Valen. What's good, guys?
What's happening?
And for the most part, we're just gonna speculate and talk about everything that happened in the Direct as far as I know. So y'all want to get started with any thoughts?
I'm the best Pokemon trainer in history. Everybody's else is shooting for like #2 Pokemon trainer.
Niggas flexing already. Okay.
Sorry, give me just a second. I've been resituating my room.
You good.
Just gonna find.
You were perfectly fine, fan. You good. I want to talk about the fucking giant Pokemon. That's the thing that gets me interested.
Yeah.
I like it because it's a throwback to the season 1 of the anime. Like when they thought they just had some giant Pokemon they rolled up on, they're like, these things are fucking huge. They didn't like question it. They're just like, yeah, there's just some giant fucking Pokemon. They're terrifying, but they're just giant Pokemon. And now it's like a thing.
So what gets me the most is that a lot of these leaks, before the Direct was even announced, a lot of these leaks were talking about how there's going to be all these armored evolutions and shit and whatnot, which, you take it with a grain of salt now. But I think when they showed the Dynamax and Pokemon, that shit is like deconfirmed. I don't see them doing 2 gimmicks like that.
See, you say that, but I think I think there's still a chance for specific Pokemon, simply for marketing purposes. Like, you get an armored Pikachu, are you out of your fucking mind?
I'm buying it.
You know how much money that's gonna make instantly? Like,
even for real, DLC, I'm buying it.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying there's reasons that they're doing shit, and I think I don't know. I think I'm a Pokemon apologist, so I want to paint everything they do in the best light.
I think for the most part, though, especially because I will say this, the champion guy, Leon, I will say for the fact that he has a Charizard is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I like that little tidbit they threw in the back there. And did you see the shirt?
Yeah, I saw the shirt, the Sword and Shield.
No. The shirt.
Not that one.
The little kid in the stand.
Oh, the chipmunk.
Yeah. That's one of the ones they talked about in the leak, which I looked at the leak after the Direct, just so everybody knows, because I don't like being spoiled, but everybody was saying, oh, this leak was called everything, like everything. Some stuff wasn't in there, but everything that he said, but everything that was in there was in what he said. You know what I mean? Like, he has some extra shit that people, that wasn't in the Direct, but everything from the Direct was in what he said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, can we talk about my girl Sonya though?
She looks like a diligent Pokemon trainer. Like,
Game Freak is so wrong. The moment they introduced her, I was already thinking niggas about to loot her ass.
Right, and that I understand that we're all adults now, like, but how thirsty you got to be that this bitch is alive, like in your mind, alive for 46 seconds, and you're already 4 kinds of DP in this bitch. Like how thirsty cats got to be.
They looted the fuck out of that flower Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like Jumpluff Mark 1 either, Mark 4. But it looked familiar, and I was wondering why. And it should look like something out of Kingdom Hearts 3.
He said Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's not a joke. I was just playing a Tangled thing, and there's like this fucking enemy that just has a giant, and it looks just like it, except for there's no fucking seed. And I was like,
I will say this: what I find interesting about the thing is the whole champion and his dynamic, though, because you got to think we're about to ruin this man's whole career.
Yeah, he about to be fucked. I feel like he's gonna be. I feel like he's gonna be in the villain.
Like, we as the player, we've gotten super cocky about the fact that that's the guy we're going to beat. You know what I mean? Now they made it very, very, very specific to say he's never lost an official battle. I'm gonna guess you're gonna have an official battle with him and an unofficial battle with him. You know what I mean? And I think you're gonna win the unofficial battle, where for I'm gonna say something like he's not gonna even compete or something like that. It's just to kind of get him out of the running, so you don't have to fight him later. And in the beginning, you're gonna fight him and just get mollywopped. Like that's in an official match to kind of show off.
His little brother as well.
What?
You got to fight his little brother as well.
Yeah, well, your little brother's Gary. You're gonna either beat him or you're not. That depends on if you suck. Like I'm just assuming everybody here. Like we even got to worry about him. You want to worry about somebody, you worry about me.
Shoot. All I know is I'm whooping that as soon as I start. I can't wait to start.
Yeah, I'm just going over my notes of what I had down and whatnot. And for the most part, though, I will say I like how I don't know if it's the first time that they ever done this, but I like how they have the rival being like related to the champion. And
yeah, that is pretty cool. It shows like lineage of greatness and all that. Like he's got his own stuff to live up to.
All right, let's go ahead and get started with this. What are your thoughts about the legendaries in particular?
I'm a big fan. I think they both look dope.
They made them both even look great. So when I first seen it, I was actually like baffled which one I'm gonna choose. I'm always like a sort of shield person. I was like, at first, me and Val talked about it. I was like, I'm gonna be shield.
He did. I was like, good.
And then we seen both of them. We both were like, nah, I want to be sword. And I'm like, fuck.
I'm trying, and my thing is, I always got both Pokemon games, and I'm probably am going to get both still. But like I was saying in the chat when Valen was streaming on Wednesday, do you think that they're going to do a third version? That's my thing.
Well, these are $60 games now, not like 30, not 40. You know what I mean? Like that's so maybe, but I think it's going to be more. It's going to be more about DLC since they're able to do that.
I was thinking DLC. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
so
because a whole third game like that trope has to stop somewhere. It really does. And again, when they're like $40 games, it's a big like $20 from 40 to 60 is a big buck because you pass that $50 mark. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that's why they kept like because DS was supposed to be more for children, so the games were kept at a more marketable price for children that under $50, as opposed to games for adults or on consoles for adults. The price is up higher because it's a more adult price. Like it's literally all it is. They don't cost more to make or less to make. Really, it's just who the market they're selling towards, and it's so I think it's going to be DLC based on that.
Yeah, I think that they should they're recognized now that most people that are Pokemon fans are now adults.
They have.
Yo, what's good, Wave? What's good? What's good?
Hey, Wave, what's happening?
Yo, what's up, Valen? Long time no talk, Valen.
Hey, what's happening?
How you doing, y'all? What's up, Morgan?
Yo,
Hypebeast, you have to start speaking up because I can't keep. Now that there's more people, I can't keep turning my volume up and down to hear you.
All right, I got you.
All right, cool. Oh.
I got you. Hold on.
All right, so my thing about it is this. Okay, so going off the DLC part, because I wanted to talk about this. So I've been thinking personally, how a lot of people say that, Kalos and Galar got to be pretty close, but I don't think in the main initial game we're going to go anywhere near Kalos. We may get references, we may get, characters from Kalos, but I don't think we will go to Kalos. But I would like, let's say, fundamentally speaking, let's say a $15, $20 DLC where you go to Kalos, you fight the gym leaders there, you fight the trainers there. There may not be like too many Kalos Pokemon in the game, and if there is evidence for that, then I'm just gonna say that's just gonna go along with that. And then you also fight the Elite Four there and the champion.
See, I like the idea of like a Kalos pack or a Kanto pack because that's gonna come into play. Well, I figure it come into play in the Wild Zone too, where the various things starts to turn up. Like you can get Charmanders to come out of those little green beams when you get the Kanto pack, or you can get fucking what is it, Gibble from Kanto? Gibbite, whatever the fuck. You can get him for for that gen and da. You buy the specific pack and you get like the all stars and you get the ability to have raids and unlock, and then you go fight the gym leaders at various places and stuff. It's actually a pretty good concept. I like that. Nice one, man. Nice.
Yeah. Anyone's else's thoughts about my ideas about DLC?
Like I said, like you said, to expand on what you said earlier, I would like the DLC for all regions within one game, though. like being able to buy each DLC for a different region, and you can add them onto your game itself.
Yeah, because there's people who, oh, I hate this this generation for this reason and this generation for that reason, and I only want the first generation. You know what I mean? And people are dumb.
Yeah, but if you're able to put everything in within one game, there's zero reason for anyone to complain about shit.
And
Like
I think
anything.
sorry, I don't want to, but I think all the subsequent games are going to be, I don't know, I guess kind of like the UK, where you know you can go to Germany and France and Italy in a weekend. You know what I mean? And you just like hit everything up because it's all there. You know what I mean? And it's all like interconnected so that you can like take a train, like you said, from Kalos to Sinnoh to whatever, Goldenrod, you know, hit up Johto.
Look at the future Pokemon Master right there.
Yeah, right here.
Little Valen.
The future.
Yeah, they're talking about you. What's up,
Always
man?
had a. How do you feel the open world is going to play a factor in the Gen 4 remakes if they do come out?
Oh,
in the
don't get me started.
in the underground. So
Breath of the Wild, yo, the underground was legit. Everything I did every day when I came home from school, I love that, and I'm getting like Breath of the Wild vibes from the open world in particular, because you know people have been
Yeah, I
wanting
can
straight
feel
up
it.
open world Pokemon for the longest. So let alone you get it now, and then 4th gen remakes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, see, the thing is, with if they do make the 4th gen, they're not going to have the exact same thing that they have in this. Just like they've done the other. Like my favorite was Saurus, where you had the like the sneaky fucking thing, and you can like and build up a link and like get better shit for him. I thought that was dope. I was like the sneakiest dude on the planet in that game. I was straight up a stealth ninja assassin on these Pokemon. You know what I mean? But it's the only game that's in.
yeah, but you think that open world is only going to be for this game?
No. I think it'll be for this game and any subsequent games that are attached to it via DLC. But Pokemon likes to change things up, so I think they're going to see how the open world does for this, and because we all know that they have the power to not have roots, and I feel that I was watching somebody. Actually, I'm just going to say his name because I'm not trying to like call anybody out, but I was watching Sacred because he's like the only PokeTuber I actually
Sacred
watch.
Almighty, yeah,
that's
shout out.
Yeah, right. That's my dude. But he said that I don't think he was like so hyped that they're done with roots. And I'm like, I don't think that's the case. I think there's still going to be roots, but I think in between those roots, there's going to be like this expansive area, and that's the wild. Like there's going to be pathways between each place, but that are still going to be root-like, and I think it's going to be more pseudo Safari Zone.
Yeah,
that'll be dope.
Yeah, that's why that's the vibe I'm
roots.
getting from the wild area in particular.
Yeah.
It's like almost like a wide open Safari Zone, just this vast area of where Pokemon, not just the regular size ones, the Gigamax and Pokemon, they pop out of nowhere with your friends and shit.
Yeah, that's dude. Hypebeast was there with me, dude. I was beside myself when they showed other people. I was like, "Oh, we got multiplayer in this."
Oh, you already know it. We're gonna do this shit because like I said, I got my capture card. I'm ready for this shit.
Right? Shazam! Wow! I thought I got a whole new setup. I'm getting a green screen. Maybe I don't know. We got time until November.
Oh, yeah. LPs.
I'm doing one now. See, my thing is this: I need to stop. I need to get off Grand Theft Auto first and foremost. Play Red Dead. I need to play that, and then I got some other ones coming. I want to play fucking Mario Maker 2, and then I want to start working my way towards playing like let's say 6 hours consecutively. That's my thing.
Yeah, okay.
Yo, that's not even an option in my life.
See, like for me, I plan on playing Pokemon, but also plan on playing like the new Dragon Age that's coming out from E3.
New Dragon Age?
Yeah, there's new Dragon Age coming out next year.
Okay.
See, for me, I'm excited about Baldur's Gate 3. Like, but yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about.
The raid battles, though, I'm excited for.
Right, and the idea that you can link up with friends in a more inclusive manner is super dope, because I think that's where a lot of the limitations for the wildland are gonna be, right, buddy? I know. He feels
excited for it, bro.
Well, all right, buddy. All right.
Hey, you good, Valen? You good? Hey,
cite your sources, all right? Or you better come correct. We don't play that business, okay? Cite your sources.
So let me go ahead and say this. So what do y'all think about the memes that have been coming out ever since the direct, like the Dynamax fucking whale lord shit?
Dude, we were talking about
We called that out.
8 minutes. We're like, wait, how do you kill it? Like, we would just take out an entire city with a whale lord, right? Like
because I'm reading a comment right here saying that a Dynamax Magikarp using Splash is going to be like a tsunami.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope so, dude.
Imagine Warlord using dive.
Dude, imagine Wailord using bounce.
I'm going off the record saying that. Imagine a Dynamax Pokemon that explodes.
Dynamax.
Like
Voltorb.
Traveler. Or sorry, Golem. Golem is like one of the bigger exploders.
All right, so I know we don't know much about the Dynamax Pokemon in particular, but let me say this. What do you think about it now that we know what we know about it, along with considering, Z crystals and then Mega Evolution? How do you see this fitting into the meta?
It's meant to replace it. It's the same concept as both of them. It's a form change and a power change. And like Z crystals, except for it's 3. Yeah, exactly. Like Z crystals were game changers in the wrong direction, in my opinion.
Yes, I can't even play Showdown without fucking getting one of my moms killed in one hit.
Yeah,
well, Dynamax is definitely going to bring more stallers because it only lasts 3 turns. So
yeah,
stallers
exactly.
are going to be key.
There's going to be I think it's going to put more emphasis on not necessarily just defensive play, but tactical play too. Like, because let's be honest, when we play, I'll speak for myself. Yes, honesty is the best policy. When I play for myself, thank you. You gotta do this.
You good.
When I play for myself, I basically just have different attacks. Like, I don't really mess with growl and leer, maybe the screech because it drops on 2 levels. But honestly, I would just as soon have, say, a bulldoze that does physical damage and drops the stat than have just a defense, something that drops their stats. You know what I mean? So, but that's just me. Or no, just nobody else. Wave.
Oh well, yeah. It depends on what Pokemon you run in. For me, I think that Dynamax and what was the other one? The Ultimax thing?
I mean, going off the leaks, they're talking about like Giga Maxing or something. I don't know anything about that in particular.
Yeah, I heard about Giga Maxing. I was like, what the hell is that?
I was like, huh? It's supposed to be the same thing, but it changes to a classic version of the Pokemon, or it changes the Pokemon appearance. They said that regular Pikachu would turn into the old classic fat Pikachu.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
You're muted, Valen.
I saw. When I first saw that, my first reaction was like, "Isn't that just Dynamax? Like, what is just gonna?"
Yeah, right.
Oh, don't pull out any plugs, buddy. All right, I'm seeing some instant flaws to the new setup. All right, but yeah, that's a weird claim. Like, going back to what do they mean? Like, if I say I had an Alolan Meowth, like that would make slightly more sense, but that's a super specific situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Well, I feel bad for anybody at Dynamaxes with the move Flash.
Right? You're gonna blind a whole fucking city. Like that's the thing about Dynamax and these What if that Gyarados used Surf? He's drowning everybody.
Yeah. A Dynamax Kyogre Drizzle.
Right? Are you kidding me? It's that's what you need in some Sahara ass place. Like, all right, now do it. Like, that's a good. See, I'll try to see the good in the Pokemon.
Or shit, let it be Darkrai Nightmare.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
Let me go ahead and say shout out to Morgan's in the chat and Perry in the chat at M5. Young niggas.
Yo.
Hey,
other Morgans, what's up?
Let me get on YouTube and find that shit right quick.
I'll link you the stream right quick. So what I was gonna say was, what is your thoughts about possible regional variants? I'm not gonna Galarian forms, I guess.
I feel like Honed should have one.
I think that's what's going to come into play with the armor. If it is going to be a thing, I think it's going to be like a Galleon form or whatever, because otherwise they're doing way too much if they try and do all three of those things. And I think I'd like the armor more than I'd like anything else, more than like specific forms, because the armor just sounds dope. Like I said, could you imagine like Pikachu and armor right now? Specific forms. Whoops. There we go.
I've seen Surfing Pikachu before.
Right? And look how...
You're muted.
Sorry, that was him. Nope. Okay, this is not working the way I thought it was. Okay. There we go. No, I love you. Okay.
I'm just curious about when it comes to the regional variants of how you take certain Pokemon that exist as of now, and I guess you can say kind of make them British, if you will.
Oh, that's easy. It's like a top hat, a bowler. You can, put a nice fancy mustache.
Honedge and Asia Slash. They should have a more regal appearance.
If they're not in the game, that's trash. I'll just say that Pokemon.
Yeah. But yeah, also in like, all right, how dope would an armored Growlithe be? Like, or Arcanine for that matter. You know what I mean? Like, I think the emphasis on first gen, some of them are going to have it, and we've already seen Growlithe in the videos. You know what I mean? Like, as they're saying, look, we got a Growlithe, calm down. Because I don't know, it's one of my favorites. But I think, I don't know, man. There's so many. It's just, I want it to be the armor, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. What do you think could spur an armor change?
Well, that's
I was thinking, and I was taking this. A friend of mine, Tristan, was telling me that if they were to do armored evolutions, it would kind of, I don't know if any of y'all seen Bakugan, but sort of like the battle gear. I guess it would like come out of, let's say, I wouldn't say your backpack or something, but it'd be like out in the area field. Like as soon as you're starting the initial Pokemon battle, let's just say it's around you. And then when the Pokemon, whatever, let's say it's Charizard, goes to its armored evolution, let's just say the Pokemon jump or fly up in the air, the armor gets on it, and then it just comes back down, and then let's say it gets like a new ability, let's say a new attack, so Flamethrower becomes like Flame Laser or some shit.
I see it more like, all right, I'm just gonna say it because I thought it. And it's all speculation right now anyway. But what if it's a single attack you get for being armored? Say physical attacks aren't like tackle won't be tackle. Tackle is now like some high crit metal attack that, like fucking Night Slash, but with a K, not an N. Or and special moves are based on element or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's all a relatively similar setup. Like the moves, like if you put a Z crystal on somebody else, they still do the same move, unless it's a specific.
Yeah,
does that make sense?
Do you think that it should be a shield armor and a sword armor, as if certain Pokemon armor increases their defense or special defense, and others would increase their attack?
Actually, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that, and I think the idea would be that the main character is the person that finally wields the power of both. And then that third thing that that put them dogs, back to back, ready to throw down. Like, and can we talk about the forms they took? Okay, not forms, but like they powered up. Like the sword looked different, his shield looked different. Like that's something people aren't talking about enough.
Yeah. I personally like the designs of both of them.
Oh, they both dope. I mean, the Dark Souls reference alone from the Sword Legendary is what's phenomenal to me.
Yeah,
I haven't played Dark Souls. I had to look it up, and I'm like, wow, Game Freak.
For me, it's on a whole different note. Please don't touch the screen. It's on a whole different thing because I do some dorky stuff that I write out role playing, and one of my characters has a dog that uses a sword. So I was like, oh, that's my new faith claim for that. But I'm a dork, so let's continue.
Nah. We all.
Y'all got any possible theories about the Leon, the champion? Because I know a lot of people say he could be evil or whatnot, but I don't know. Yeah.
I would like there to be like a really evil like leader, because in the comic books, in like the Pokemon Adventures, the Elite Four are like the baddest assholes on the planet. Like,
Yeah.
like Lance set out his Dragonairs to destroy a city, and they did. You know what I mean? Like,
the Elite Four got so many bodies under their death count in the manga. Whole cities.
Big facts. Like, and they got zero give a fuck about it. They're like, so.
See, that's the real life consequences of Pokemon. Like if they existed in real life, people just do stuff like that. But I will have to say the Pokemon Adventures manga is interesting. I only have one, and it was from the Black and White series, and my sister got it for me, I don't know, like 2 or 3 years ago from a book fair.
Oh yeah, Black and White's a decent series too.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust myself with Pokemon in real life.
Oh, I would. I'm not saying I'd be a good guy, but I'm saying I trust myself with Pokemon.
Yeah, I trust myself, but not
I wouldn't
other
trust
people.
anybody else. All these crazy hooligans with Pokemon and such, but I can tell you, I would have Pokemon. But like, I do wish that there was more Pokemon in real life.
Yo, y'all niggas in the chat, if y'all want in, just tell me. Like Stony, I see you in the chat. I appreciate that.
Hey, look at all these cats. Don't. Oh no. All right, you gotta go, buddy. I will be right back. I'm sorry, he's clicking buttons.
You good.
The one thing I would love to see though is after you beat the Elite Four, do you remain the champion at that?
Kind of sort of like a Sun and Moon thing, where it's like you beat the Elite Four again, then you're up there, and then like let's say your rival comes to challenge you.
Yeah, then you beat him. Well, like, do you continue being the champion or not after that? Like, you know, how in most games when you beat the Elite Four, you keep going and you do it over and over again in like a cycle.
Oh, I was like, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I was like, it'd be pretty cool if you actually open up your own gym or some shit, or do something with it.
I like how this region is the most like the show, in regards that Pokemon battling is put on so much high of a pedestal in here, where that you have to have sponsors, and that's actually how it is to an extent in the show.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty. That's pretty dope. What I think for the champion is, if the champion is evil, then I would like to see when you acquire your box legendary, I would think your rival should acquire the other, and the third should be the champions or somebody. And then I feel like y'all two should fight them or do something, a Dynamax battle together.
Yeah, because going off that, go ahead.
Double Dynamax battle.
What? I was gonna say because both the legendaries were like towards the end of the trailer, the final trailer. They were both like something was like around them, like something was amiss.
Yeah. So it definitely has to be it's definitely a third evil one. If it's a dog, I don't know, but.
See, I just like how and I watch a lot of Loxton on YouTube, so I like how the last couple generations kind of been this like Norse mythology like theme to it in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I found it. I knew. All right, they're Skull and Hati.
Yes,
that's who the fuck they are. God damn it!
The sun, the wolf and they're both wolves and they chase the sun and the moon, or was it the sun? Okay.
Yeah, the one chases the sun, the other chases the moon, and
there we go.
Oh my god, there we go.
That's a whole reference.
So I'm guessing they met up at Solar.
See, I knew that's what he was going to talk about. I know this man valid. I knew that's what he was going to talk about.
It's like, all right, but isn't it? that means it's not out of the realm of possibility for the thing that they noticed to be another kind of flying snake. And I don't mean in the sense of a flying dragon, like say Rayquaza, but kind of like that in the sense of a Midgarzolem.
What's the name of the snake? What's it called? That goes around the world.
That's the Midgarzolem. Yeah.
Yeah. The Yermungandr.
Wait, what the fuck? No, that's Final Fantasy VII. Never mind.
Oh wait.
My bad. I've been playing through that, and never mind. Yeah, the Hugermunder, and so I think that's going to be the thing that does it. Oh shit, I'm liking this.
Someone's been playing God of War.
You already know it. I know my Norse mythology like a book. I read books.
Yeah.
But the World Serpent, yeah, I believe that's probably the third legendary that we're waiting for.
See that
wasn't Zygarde based on the World Serpent though?
I mean, yes and no, but even going off that topic in particular, you can even spin it and say that, well, if Galar is based on, England and British, what is one of the most famous stories of in English mythology? You could say it's what's his name, St. George, and he fights the dragon, and they even say he fights the dragon with a spear. So even if you wanted to spin it, the third legendary could be a dragon of some sort. If you want to, a lot of people say there's too many dragons and whatnot, but you could even spin it and say the third legendary is a dragon, and it has, like, say, a spear tail.
Oh, yeah. Y'all know about Garm?
Yeah.
About who?
Garm in Norse mythology is a wolf associated with hell and Ragnarok.
Yeah, it's the depiction of the Nothing from Neverending Story.
Yeah. So
one of the most terrifying images from my childhood, of a fucked up past childhood, is watching that movie. I thought it was going to be all nice and shit, and then that wolf pop out the darkness.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like, I had a rough life, and even I was like, I don't want none of that. No, sir. I'll go back to Harlem.
Bunking.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
All right, let me go ahead and send the link to Stony real quick. Y'all, I'll be right back.
No, good. Fuck that. The thing is, there's so many, like Romulus and Remus, another two wolf story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's so many things that could come from this that it's really hard to speculate on one, especially because the Romans love the wolves area of that world likes their two wolf stories.
Yeah.
As long as they're not dire wolves, though.
If you couldn't convince me they're not dire wolves, let's just be honest. Like, come on,
we gotta get the size first.
That's true. We only have themselves to. Well, I mean, they're like, their backs are at the tree, like where the boughs are on trees, and they look pretty tall. But I see what you're saying. We got to see how. You know what surprised me? Fucking Corviknight. That thing's 7 feet tall.
Yeah, I have to say that is probably one of the dopest designs for any Pokemon in a while.
Down.
Yeah,
like,
I can't wait to catch 5 of them.
Dude, me and Morgan was both like, "Ooh,
I'm catching that."
Okay, yeah, like
I already got a name for it.
Arasu, like what's that? Tokiyama? That's the dude from right, the bird dude. From My Hero.
Karasu, and everybody's getting the name.
Yeah,
he's getting the name.
I'm gonna get a bunch of them just so I can name them different things. But I hope they don't give it the Skarmory treatment, because at the time Skarmory was dope as shit. Like, steel flying metal bird, that was fucking fire. I thought that was something else, but it didn't do anything. You know what I mean? I think there was a planned pre-evolution for it, but it never went anywhere.
Yeah,
and I don't want that to happen, because this looks too dope to leave it as, like, at the same time you don't want it to ruin it. You know what I mean? But like. Yeah. Look what they did with Murkrow, though. Murkrow was like pretty dope. It was cool, dark flying, and then that Honchkrow shit when he turned into fucking goddamn Al Capone as a crow.
Honchkrow is literally the realest nigga Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't give a shit. And
all I can say now is please give Donspurs evolution, please.
Yeah. And make it like a Gyarados type thing where it's like, we know this is shitty. Here you go. Like, this is for you. This is for all the love you've put into this worthless pile of technically winged ground trash.
Yeah, what's good, Stoney? What's good?
Donspurs is like the worst ever.
Dunsparce's pretty good and competitive. Well, depending on what team you play.
Yeah, and how you play it. Like, that's the thing. In competitive, where you can pick everything you want and give it the stats you want, yeah, it has some uses. But in a game where you can't, it's
like a magic card.
Like,
I like to breed Pokemon games. I don't really play Showdown. So when I breed,
respect.
Yeah, I like breeding stuff. It takes hours, bro. Days sometimes.
Dude,
easily. Trust me, I'll be doing many of them streams too when the game comes out. When I have the time, of course.
So we all live streaming.
1 second, my wife came home.
You good, man? Go to the wife.
So we're all doing a playthrough then.
I know I am. That's for sure.
I am.
Did they show fossil Pokemons?
No, not yet. Not yet. You know, that's a good speculation because I can't. You know,
that's one of my favorite parts.
Considering the One Piece chapter and considering Queen's Devil Fruit, maybe that's a possibility for fossil Pokemon.
We got a Brachiosaurus. We got the ice one, right?
Yeah.
Aurorus, what's her name?
Mm-hmm.
We got Tyrannobite. We got the. Yeah, but basically, so probably get like
a Sabertooth fossil Pokemon.
It has to be, like the Ice Age.
That's what I thought. That's why I wanted one of Kaido's fucking things to be was a fucking Sabertooth. We got fucking Littlefoot. Whatever.
Oh man.
All right, so Stoney, let me go ahead and ask you, what are your thoughts on the trailer in particular, and do you have any speculation or discussions you want to bring up?
Just the battle part, like how you have to have a sponsor and shit, and I like that part. But then the part that confused me is like the giant Pokemon shit.
It's just the new gimmick. It's the Dynamax and stuff. So basically, the Pokemon become giant for 3 turns, and then they get like I guess these ultra giant moves. So you get like giant Thunderbolt or some shit.
So it's like the equivalent of like Gear 4 for Pokemon, basically.
God damn.
Yeah.
That when he threw that Pokeball, I was like, damn man, that shit like that throw you back out. I was like, nah, bro. Like, I'm not gonna be throwing that bitch in the Pokemon battle.
Nah, but I wonder, do everyone get to catch the Pokemon when it's 4 players, or does once one person catch the Pokemon, everyone has a copy of that Pokemon?
That was my main concern.
Yeah, see, I was thinking that too, because it would be nice if like 4 of us came together and did that, but if I caught the Pokemon and y'all didn't have it, the fuck's the point?
Yeah, right.
That also gives like the thing why they said only one trainer is allowed to do Dynamax on the Pokemon.
Yo, Morgan's in the chat. My nigga, look up Sonya from Pokemon. Trust me, you're gonna find a lot of shit.
You might lose Morgan's at the stream now. He's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna go look at that more stuff like that.
Because he was talking about, I heard they had some bad white queens in the game. I said, nigga.
White
Morgan's a white supremacist.
Yo, it's all right, Morgan's. Us Morgan's got sit together. You're good, I guess.
we got 2 Morgans. That's 3 now. It's 3.
Shoot.
Big news. We got big news too.
Hype Beast Morgan.
Hype Beast, big news, and regular Morgan.
Let's do anything for me.
But no, the reason why I said it's gonna be harder to choose because they only allow one Pokemon trainer to choose Dynamax. And when it came to catching them, we only seen one person throw the large disco ball thing at the Pokemon.
Disco ball.
The thing is, and here's the thing. I thought about this, and I was like, they said it was some crazy capture animation, but they showed it twice. And I don't think that's the whole of it. Did you see the way the ball broke apart, right? What if, and this is a big what if, at that moment, like when it catches it, the ball breaks apart into like 4 other balls forming, and I don't know how this would work, but like some Zodiac or Exodia shit where we each get an arm and a leg, and the next time we get a different leg, and like maybe they just bisecting Pokemon.
I'm
gonna touch it with a straight face though.
That'll piss me off.
Like you got a Pikachu leg,
right? Like, you got one Pikachu tail.
It's like a bad Thanksgiving.
Good luck.
It's like a bad Thanksgiving. You don't get 41 chicken, 1 turkey leg.
Right? You have 1 combust chicken leg and shit.
Oh man.
But no, I think the same idea, but you're just gonna all get it because it's like the dynamic energies do this and that and bullshit and Pokemon Magic, and we each get one of them.
And I heard they're bringing back Pokemon Bank, which I can't wait.
Well, yeah.
So I'm going to talk about that real quick. So it's not exactly Pokemon Bank; it'll be connected to it. It's called Pokemon Home, and essentially it's going to connect Pokemon Go, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, the Pokemon Bank for the other 7 generations, along with Sword and Shield. And essentially, it's looking to be like it's going to be an app not only on the Switch itself, but it's also going to be on your phone, and you can trade and battle from there.
I think it's going to be
excited.
Do you have to pay for it like you had to pay for the Pokebank?
As far as I know, I'm sure they will do something for it, but I just don't know.
No, it's going to be a free app that it's basically the reason you're going to be buying Nintendo online for a year now, because there's really no reason.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I got some little homies in Pokemon Bank that I'm waiting to free out.
Yeah, it makes more sense. Like, don't get me wrong, I'd pay $5 for it in a heartbeat. It wouldn't even be a question. But I think it's their consumer base is children, and they know this, and that's what they target. So doing microtransactions like that wouldn't be good. So I think it's just going to be like free.
All right, here's my next question. Okay, so let's talk about the gym leader, and in particular, my nigga Milo, aka fucking Mirio from My Hero.
Right? I was like, that dude's swole as hell. Like, you're lucky it's just a Pokemon battle, because he fitting to gorilla stomp the shit out you. He fitting to get that ginger rage going.
That's why I sent Valen that tweet today, like a couple minutes ago.
Oh, I don't even have my. Oh, what here? I didn't even see it. Let me see. There it is.
I'll be right back. Y'all just keep it going.
But yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I can walk around.
Oh, fuck you! You ain't nah. I seen that the other day. Once I saw him spin, I was like, that's fucking perfect. That is gonna be you and nonsense. That's crazy. That's
wait. He's
read the dude. You read the 4 you Nostradamus?
Bro, you don't see my size. I match the dude exactly on even skin tone, bro.
Like, I'm an even skin tone. I think one of us might be closer than the other.
Yo, I'm close to being the ginger.
I'm supposed to be the ginger.
I'm close to being the ginger.
I don't know. Like, I can't even be in the sun. Let me stop. I don't go in the sun because then I turn brown and I lose all my white privilege.
But nah, I'm like, I can't wait to get the game. You go in the sun, your credit almost all like automatically goes down. Right?
No,
like, oh, you got a tan? Yeah, that 860 is now a 420. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, oh man.
Oh my god. Anyway, I can't believe I said that out loud. I'm kind of sorry.
You're good. Shit. I'll fuck with you.
Fair enough. Oh man. But yeah, no, ooh. Oh, I know this is coughing. Y'all go ahead.
No, I was talking earlier about it. Hey, Valen, question. How do you feel about, usually after you beat the game, you become the champion, right? And then you have to repeat the whole game over again, being a champion, like not being a champion all over again. I was saying, what if this time you actually get to become a Pokemon gym master or something? Hello?
Like you choose to be a gym leader, like
as
an option, kind of like Blue did.
Yeah.
And they could take it from you?
Yeah, you'd have to defend it and stuff. Like, I think that'd be a dope option for online play. You know what I mean? Like the top, you'd have to use a specific type. You know what I mean? But like the top fire user, throughout fire Pokemon competitions, like that's the worldwide fire leader now or some shit like that. That'd be dope.
Banking off Morgan's idea and
from England
and Valen, I feel like after the league, there should be like a Champions League where it's strictly Elite Four and prior champions. That'll be dope.
Oh,
like, yeah. I mean, shit. What's previous generations?
Yeah, what's 8 times 4? I don't do math.
That's a lot of assholes they're gonna get.
Right, I'm telling you, 8 times 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. There's a lot of motherfuckers. That's what that is.
That's a lot of ass they're gonna get because I'm not stopping until I reach the top.
Right? That's
by any means necessary. I was like, I'm gonna keep spamming the same move, bitch.
Or what if they have something sort of like teams, or like teams where you and up to 8 friends can create a gym, can create gyms, and people can challenge them.
gang, Jack. That's what I say to that.
You taking
What
over?
Up? Right?
Yeah.
Let's do that
Squad.
shit. Like, what up?
Squad.
Right, the gym leaders, and then like it used to be like the people you go fight before the gym leader, the friends would be.
Right, you gotta do yeah, hell yeah, that'd be dope as fuck.
Like, there's so much things that could do with Pokemon that was crazy. Like, you could actually,
especially now that it's on the Switch. Oh,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There's so much in. Has anybody here played Warframe?
No, and now I'm just gonna say I'm not professional. Yes, that took so long. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
No, the Warframe is their online play is so fucking amazing for like 4 players. You know what I mean? And a lot of things coming up have that 4-player part. God knows we've seen Fortnite and Paladins and stuff run like connected groups and shit like that. And I think if Pokemon did the same thing, limit it to 4 because life is like that. But if 4 people could run through the wild together, like, yo, I'm over here. Maybe we got to stay within a certain radius of each other. Like, you can't be, one on the end and one on the bottom. But like, and yeah, we all just like go after Pokemon together. Maybe not even the same Pokemon, but we're all just chilling. You know what I mean? Oh, this is over here. You want that? That's over there. You want that? Like, just the ability to communicate like we normally would. Like, I already got a Corviknight, and I know Morgan's looking for one. I could be like, oh, hey, it's over here, man. I got it. I'm not gonna get it, but I'm holding it down for you. You know what I mean?
I'll hold it right here.
Yeah, like kind of like the ping system for Apex, but for Pokemon.
I will say this: I like the integration of how you got the core concept of Pokemon Let's Go, where you see the Pokemon roaming around, and you could just walk up to them while you still have the main core context of the games itself, and you can just go into the tall grass and the Pokemon appears.
Yeah, that would be dope. That would be super dope.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking about, to actually see the Pokemon before you have to battle it or choose not to. Because sometimes walk through that grass, I'm like, come on, don't do it.
Oh yeah, especially when if you can see the shinies, shoot, that'll make it 10 times easier.
So what about Pokemon hideouts though? Pokemon bases.
You said Pokemon hideout spaces?
Like Pokemon hideout bases and stuff that we used to have for.
No, yeah,
yeah.
That would be so like that would. Yeah, we need that.
Because wasn't like a hole that you go through in the tree dance, like a secret base?
Yeah, like the underground. Like they were talking about that earlier. Yeah.
Yeah, secret bases.
Like that would be the flyest shit. Like, oh my god.
Especially secret bases on the Switch.
Right? Because you can get like real with it too. Like, and oh my god, could you imagine? And this is a real possibility. That's how fucked up Pokemon could be. If you get like a Pikachu plushie and it has a barcode, stamp the barcode, you get the plushie in your game. Like, you know what I mean? Because they have an IQ reader on every one of the thing. Like you can see
the Switch.
Part, yeah, and you just scan it, and it'll be like, oh, all right, cool. Now you have this plushie in your thing. Do you understand the merchandise that they would sell with that fucking?
That one plushie.
If they didn't plan on that and they just heard me say it, Nintendo owes me some money.
See, I do streams about Pokemon, then they take their ideas when they go through them.
Mm-hmm.
Because I intern watching all the videos.
They do watch videos.
Yes, in the interim.
Like, get in there, Chris, and watch the fucking video.
Like send an intern in there to watch it.
All right, now I'm gonna ask the real question. Okay, a lot of people. And I just say a lot of people, whether you think they're cancerous or not in the Pokemon community, for years been saying that, Pokemon hasn't really had a true after game in a long time. What's your thoughts on it first and foremost? And then what could you imagine? I know we don't have information on it, but what would you imagine for an after game for this game?
I feel like those people are whiny bitches.
Yeah.
Point blank. You're not wrong.
Just saying it out loud, just as clear as possible.
Yeah, they already beat the game. They want more after that.
Yeah, like how like we want 2 games in one, technically 4 games and 2 games, please.
Like, how many games have you ever beat on a
already
console?
do a lot of shit in
right, like
Pokemon. Because even
how
when I
many
do
times
beat
do you go back to fight Ocelot Revolver after you beat Big Boss? Like there shouldn't be after events in every game. You know what I mean?
go back and walk past somebody to go fight and pick up shit.
Yeah, like
Oh my God.
fuck out of here. That's dumb.
Yeah,
That's
but
the
what was
case,
the
then
most
we-
after game we had? The most after game was Johto, I assume, right?
No,
Yeah, because you go to Kanto.
oh, okay.
We had X and Y. They had an after game after that.
Yeah, X and
Yeah,
Y.
they
They had an
I was
after game.
gonna say,
I remember
X
they
and Y
announced
did
starter
really
right
good
after you beat it, right?
with N
Yeah.
and like the story that came after and all like the priests and shit.
Even in Pokemon Black.
And there are a lot more legendaries that you
All
can
the
get after
games
you beat
have
the
a
game
decent
because then you
amount
can go
of
around collecting more
decent amount
legendaries
Yeah.
and more parts of story mode.
Yeah, there's usually a content after the game, but still, the fact is like it's minimum content. With this new game, they could actually have like a DLC of stuff you could buy to go into the game.
Yeah.
Like there's more options for it, but it's not really needed, to be honest.
I will say the only thing I'm hoping for is rebattable gym leaders, but I'm not gonna have my high hopes for that.
See,
I always do want a round too.
The success of Generations should have taught them something. The way the response to that anime, like the series of videos for that, was so phenomenal that I hate the linear gym progression because it showed like Brock, all right, you're just a fresh trainer. I'm going to use these two as per the regulations. You know what I mean? So I want, if it's an open fucking world, I want to be able to challenge any gym in any fucking place that I want to at the level that I am. Obviously, if it's the first gym, blah blah blah. But the idea that it should be open, if it's open world, is key for me.
Exactly, and to piggyback off that, you know how they were showing like Tyrannosaurs walking and stuff. I wonder if you interact with them at a certain point, would their level be way higher than your Pokemon?
Right? Would they just mollywop your whole crew?
Yeah,
make you black out and rob you. Technically, you lose money.
Rob you of your money.
Right? Or is it just like I always wonder? Is that like when you just if you die from like a fucking real like a Pokemon battle in the wild and you still lose money? Like, does it jack you, or did like the person who brought you to the
ambulance ride, they charge you?
They're like, all right, this is my fee. Thank you very much. Like,
you got some nice shoes though. I'll take those too.
Right? Like, see, that never worked for me. I got size 16s, Jack. I just can't be robbing anybody for their shoes.
I feel like they're gonna have the best character customization too.
Yeah, I think they showed that off like really well. The way all the characters were different, even the box was different. Like, I really did like that.
I hope you got main character customization, at least.
Like, I just want this. I want a vest. I want a shirt. I want a tie, and I want Pokemon. Is that too much to ask? They didn't like. They never represent that shit. It's always some casual fucking bullshit.
I want my guys walk around.
Let me go ahead and ask y'all a question. Let me go ahead and ask this. Which and I'm sure you already said it, but before the stream even started, but let me just go ahead and ask. Which games are you getting? Are you getting Sword, Shield, or both?
I'm getting
Shield. I was about to say, yup.
I'm getting Shield, and I'm
still gonna probably get both. I know I am.
All right, I'm getting
Sword.
I want all starters.
I get both.
I like how the Sword legendary looks.
Yeah, I called Sword before I ever saw that bitch. I didn't give a fuck what it looked like. In my mind, it was literally kind of going to be like a floating sword, like another floating sword, but different.
I wouldn't want that because that Pokemon, I was like, let me just hurry up and let you evolve, and I'm just gonna put your ass back in the computer.
Yeah, I chose Shield because I'll play football, and they tell me defense win championships.
And that's not wrong at all, by the way. Like, and shit, like, got me thinking. Like, a good wall ain't easy to come by in Pokemon. Like, let's just be honest. There's so much shit. But yeah, I think this is gonna be super dope. Especially, like, we know, okay, they're metal. They're like, but what are they? Just normal metal? Steel? Are they like steel type, or what else are they?
One looks like I'm
fire type.
One of them.
I'm thinking because one went the way the shield looked like it was on fire. The way the ice. The sword looks like it grown icicles. If you,
I was thinking the shield looks like it's like fire dark because in the dark forest, and the sword looks like it's fire. It's fire steel.
What would be dope is if that second form they go to is like sort of due to a move and they gain an extra type in. That'll be nice.
Nah, I'm putting it on it right now. I'm putting it on ice steel typing because it's going to be the cold steel Pokemon. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, ice steel. So
yeah, the cold steel Pokemon. Tell me that shit don't sound dope.
Cold steel.
Cold steel.
The name of Magnum.
Right.
It sounded like a bunch of Pokemon getting cut in half. I was like, Jesus, man, somebody's walking around with cold steel just cutting Pokemons up.
That the stats for that is definitely probably going to be speed and attack for sword and defense and special defense. The health for
and HP.
Yeah, do you think it'll make you like a blast cannon?
The shield one's going to have the better overall stats in the sense it's going to have really good speed, strong defense, strong special defense, and strong hit points, as opposed to the speed and special attack and attack of the sword. So that's my prediction.
Yeah.
And that's if it gets special attack, because it doesn't necessarily need to do that.
All right, let me go ahead and ask this question. Do y'all think it's a possibility for an EV evolution or two in this game?
It's going to be the metal evolution. It has to.
Yeah.
It's going to get like nightly. It's going to look
I want to
nightly.
see a metal EV.
Do you see Corviknight? How that shit looks like it got polders for wings? Like the way they come up? Like, you can't tell me they're not doing something, and I don't want to say similar, but something along the same like European armor vein for Eevee. I'm sorry, you can't. If it doesn't happen, that's fine, but that's where my head's at. That's my.
I would definitely agree with Steel and Dragon.
Oh,
because that's just so European, and plus the metal has something to check Sylveon, but then Flareon checks the metal, and then the Dragon would be beat by.
What if that's the legendary? Is like Dragon Steel, and the other like this is supporting my theory of the one being both being steel, but one being ice and the other being fire. Yeah, and oh man, that would be dope. Anyway, sorry, I don't. I'm not sorry. That's what we're here for. Fuck it.
Yeah, it's all here. Speculations and discussions, and then even going off that, Steel and Dragon. I mean, I can't remember besides the Elgato, of course, but like I said, going off that, especially if the third legendary, let's say, is a spear. It could be gun, but I doubt that.
I think there should be a recovery system for Pokeballs. Like, if you use a certain amount of them, you should get one back, a walk past, and pick up one after you catch that Pokemon. Because I'll be getting tired of wasting all my Pokeballs.
You want recycled Pokeballs?
Nah. You gotta. They have to punish you for not pressing down and B at the right time. So you gotta break them. That's what it is. Like when you press down and B, there's a secret code in the Pokemon games that makes the Pokeball work.
I swear I do that. I do
every
that
time without fail. And when I don't do it, I don't catch it. I know it's chance. I do. I know this intellectually, but emotionally, you'll never convince me.
All right. So Corviknight is not the Route 1 bird, right?
No.
All right, cool.
No, I'm gonna disagree. I don't think it is either.
No.
I can't think of a British bird. I mean, maybe I wouldn't want to say a pigeon because we got P-Dove, but whatever is like.
What about quail? Is there like a quail?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That seems like let's get some quail eggs, original. You know what I mean? Like. Would you like some quail eggs? Yeah, that sounds right.
I'm backstage.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I think Bulu's an interesting design Pokemon.
Oh my God, it's so adorable. I'm a big fan, and it leaves a lot of room for growth, like the hair things that it has and stuff like that.
So the national bird of England is a robin.
Oh well, there's already a robin Pokemon.
Yeah.
We know the Route 1 rodent too. Well, it looks to be the Route 1 rodent. We seen in the stands they have like squirrels on their shirt, and there's a squirrel Pokemon.
Oh no! See those? Okay, according to the leak, like because we all know about it, right? Everybody's been talking about it all week.
You can't miss out on it now.
Yeah. it's everything that was talked about in the leak. It's not a leak anymore, essentially, unless you count the other stuff. And he said that there's going to be two like squirrel and a chipmunk Pokemon, or two squirrel and two chipmunk, or some shit. I don't remember. And they come down after you shake trees,
which they showed in the direct. So
yeah, true.
So I think Sword's gonna have, the chipmunk and Shield the squirrel, or vice versa, blah blah blah. It's gonna be one of the differences in the games. You know what I mean?
All right. So what do you think Virgin exclusives are gonna be? What do y'all think Virgin exclusives are gonna be?
I don't know about that, but
Growlithe is gonna be a version exclusive for one of them, because that's what it's always been.
There's always a version exclusive of either a bird Pokemon. There's always one of those. Mm-hmm. There's usually like there's always one normal Pokemon that you can't get in this.
I'm gonna say, I want it to be Skarmory, because there's like this cute little picture I saw of like a Skarmory being like, "Oh, it's hatching," and a Honchkrow showing up, and the egg hatches, and it's a Corviknight, and they're both like, "What the fuck?" And I saw that, and I was like, you know what? That is exactly how that bird came to life, and you'll never convince me otherwise. Because that's a Dark Steel type. And has a dope ass typing.
Oh, let me turn that down.
Are you kidding me?
I'll be right back.
Dope ass typing.
Yeah.
Like flying isn't even like, who cares? Yes, we know it's flying, but it's gonna be dark steel. If it's not, fuck everybody.
Well, next question is: do you think that's like the final evolution, or is the first evolution?
First, I hope. Although. If that's the final evolution, then I will renege my statement and say that it is technically the first root bird Pokemon, but it's that would be the first evolution of it.
I will say if it does evolve, it's still dope, and I can't wait to see what it looks like when it evolves. But if it's a standalone Pokemon, it's still one of the best designs.
Oh yeah, that'll never change. Like that, I feel like they shouldn't have even shown this Pokemon. Actually, no, they were a smart decision, because somebody was going to
get people hyped to buy it.
Yeah, not even to buy. Like, you could have shown everything. Like that fucking Dreadnought. I want that so bad. You know what I mean? Like,
I want that turtle.
That turtle looked dope as shit. Like, and they could have left it at that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like Corviknight, I'm super glad about, but I think they did it.
Turtle looked vicious.
Right, because
I will say the turtle looked dope, and even the fan art of the shiny, looking like Bowser makes it 100 times better. Yeah, but I doubt Game Freak's doing that shit.
No. I hope they do. I hope they do, as kind of like a nod to, because I mean Bowser's the head dude in America, right?
Doug Bowser.
Yeah, so that would be kind of like a fun little homage. It's not like they did any. They did a bunch of Reggie shit, technically.
Yeah, and I feel like we don't.
You think Reggie had no idea they were calling it Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel? Like, yeah, no, fuck out of here. It was like, what are you calling Reggie? Like, no, they're this. They're like, no, they're Reggie. I'm like, oh, all right.
Let me ask this question. So from the very first trailer, that Pokemon that was on I can't say a Pokemon, but the Pokemon that was on the hill that was shown.
Sorry, repeat the question.
No, I was asking. In the very first trailer when they showed that Pokemon that was on the hill, like it was like the hieroglyphics, but
that looked like a Kecleon.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about the one that was like the Aztec like drones in the ground.
Yes, yes. I wanted to ask. Okay, do y'all think that could be the third legendary itself?
Ooh.
Like, let's say it's the Gigamax version or some shit, or or even a Gigantamax or Dynamax. What is that Pokemon called?
I think that's the rule.
Melmetal, or do you think it's the third legendary? I'm going everywhere with this.
Yeah, that's you. Open this question right the fuck up. Damn. All right. I'm just saying this. The introduction of Dynamax makes my "that's a Kecleon" joke a little more serious. But it's still a joke, and I don't think that's what it is. I think it could be the legendary. It looked like it had kind of like wingy things, if I remember right. No?
Yeah.
No. Yes? Anyway.
Something like that.
Now I gotta look this bitch up. Pokemon in the Mountain, Sun, and Sword and Shield.
Let's see. Morgan's the God in chat said, like I say, 10 minutes ago, Poison Eevee coming soon. I would have loved to see that during 6th gen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad. Like, Poison needs a little better representation because they always get kind of team rocketed.
They get shit on really bad.
Yeah, like
not as bad as Ice. Not as bad.
True. No, see, that's the thing though. The representatives for Ice are fucking dope though. Like the representatives for Poison.
I don't know. You got Venusaur, you got Gengar for Poison.
No, see, those are grass, and they hold down for grass and ghosts. Don't just because. No. I'm not gonna let that. No. You ain't taking that away from grass or ghost type. Hell no.
Yeah, but what's a pure
like an Arbok or Muck?
Drapion.
Muck is fire.
Drapion's a solid representation. I'll give that.
Drapion is poison dark. Right?
Wait, is Coughing? Is that all poison?
Yeah.
Coughing
and Wheezing both are all poison.
Yo, I love to see a regional variant of Wheezing though in this region. I would love to see that.
Yeah, we low-key should have got it last gen because we had Muck. And Muck and Weezing kind of have the same concept of being.
Oh, all right. I'm looking at the picture now. And while the things at the bottom do definitely look like Medellin, and that thing could totally be, it's definitely an origin of Dynamax story. Like, I think in the narrative, when you're at this mountain, you can see that and be like, that's the Dynamax, blah, 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 that did blah, 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 blah.
I think it's like the ruins of a Dynamax, a failed Dynamax.
Yeah, like and he passed Dynamax on to Pokemon and da. And it's going to be that kind of thing.
See, another thing that I was realizing just now when you said that was when you bring up the correlation between Galar and Kalos in particular, remember, Kalos was in that 3,000 years ago, they were in a war with a neighboring country, which we're going to assume is Galar. And you got to think, the ultimate weapon was used. We know that the ultimate weapon gave the energy towards the regular like fire, water, and stones, and turned them into mega evolution stones, essentially. So fundamentally speaking, what if the energy that was sent from Kalos and fundamentally speaking, Galar, what if that energy kind of culminated and brought forth Dynamaxing, essentially?
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Wait,
I like that.
Is Mega Evolution, is it going to be on Pokemon Sword and Shield or no?
We don't know. I don't think so, though.
I don't think they'll be doing new ones personally, but they'll come back. I'm sure Z Crystals will probably come back, even though I don't want them to.
Yeah, Z Crystals should come
because
back. Mega Evolution was
Z Crystal from Sun and Moon.
Yes.
Right.
How fucked up would it be to have a Dynamax like thing, like one for 3 turns you're Dynamax, the next turn you're fucking using a Z Crystal, the next turn you're going fucking Mega Evolution, like broken. Yeah, that like
you should limit to 1 per battle, and like you choose which road you want to go down instead of just having all 3 on you. Because I don't know, that started pissing me off. Nigga, Mega Evolution, then get Giant, then you do the Z Crystal.
My question is, what if that's based off of who you choose to sponsor you?
Oh
no, I'm sticking by it. Look at this.
That's dope.
Can I do it?
That'd be cool.
Sponsors definitely play a role.
All right, wait up. Look at this picture. You cannot sit here and tell me that one of them is not fire. Look at, there's literally fire coming off of his body, and the other isn't ice.
It's definitely emanating heat. You can see, and even with the sword legendary, you can see that the sword, like the bottom part, kind of grew. Like
like
that goes back to what you
there too. Jagged as shit. I'm saying it. I'm sticking by what I said.
And Valen, that even correlates with what you were saying about them being the 2 wolves in Norse mythology, because you can kind of see like the moon crescent on the sword.
Oh, I like that. I didn't put that in there. That's sexy as fuck. Hell yeah. That's
that's like a Buster Blade. That's like that shit. You can see the sword grew in size. You can
like even this, like the way the thing goes with the loop at the bottom. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but like that could be like look at that. It could be just as much a representation of the sun as this is the moon. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
a big flaming circle. You know what I mean? So that's fucking. And those shits came out from the side too. Don't get that shit twisted. Remember, these right here were on the back, and then they like were on his side when they first fought, and he only had like this up front. Now that it's business time, he has these.
That nigga ready.
Yeah. Oh shit.
That nigga in battle mode.
Yeah, I'm standing by it. Oh, good God. And that leaves more credence.
Question: how that looks like it correlates to the thing we seen on the floor on the hill.
Yeah, go ahead and show that image. You said you had it up.
Oh,
it does like the marking on the hill.
That's wait. Where the fuck did it go? I just had it. Oh damn. That's when I spelled it all stupid.
Well, that's what it looks like. What's that Pokemon?
There it is. That's the image I was rocking.
Oh, that's definitely some type of dragon.
Right? Yeah. And then it's like fire and lightning bullshit.
Damn, people dead on the ground. Yeah, that's
you know that's life under his feet. Or it was.
They're like a sword. Could
right?
be.
Like there's good. This is like definitely something where they're like, hey, here. There was one thing I wanted to show that people were making the comparative. Now gird your eyes because there is kind of a penis. So
yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that
right?
shit.
Yeah, right here. Like that's what it's supposed to be. Like that's. Quit looking at the dick, guys. Come on. Let's be adults, huh?
Why is the nipples lopsided?
Oh my god! Yeah, I'm thinking about that. Like, yeah, because oh my god, this whole shit looks dope as fuck. All right, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna copy because that's gonna be my new backdrop. I need that for my life. All right, we're gonna wait. Oh, I forgot to do. Give me.
You have a move when he throw the sword around or do a like. I guess you got Tentro with his sword. I don't know.
Yeah, right. He's got to have some shit like that, or it's probably gonna be fuck. What's the one with the?
He's gonna Shishu Sun the Pokemon. That's what he's gonna do.
I think. What the fuck? It was the one where he shoots all the like spiky things. That's what it's gonna be like. But it's gonna be ice.
All right, y'all. It was nice, but I gotta go.
No, you have a good one, Wave. You take care.
Yeah, you too.
All right, man.
Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm looking forward to all y'all let's plays. You already know.
Hell yeah.
You already know. I'll be right back. Hold on.
No worries. We here. Now, one of the things, if we could, oh man, I really hope that eventually we could squad up. Like that would be dope as shit. Like I don't mean like creating guilds and shit. Well, shit. Like if we're going,
basically we are a guild.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If we going live like that, that's what it would be. It would be a guild.
Shit, I gotta do this later on today.
Right? That would be dope.
I did not feel like going to the gym today.
Yeah, that's the whole point of going to the gym.
I know.
I did like 4 times and then stopped and haven't gone back. That's the first time you stop. It's so hard to go back.
Yeah, I was like, that guy keep going. If I stop, I'm
bad
done.
about it. Part of it for me is I got new medicine for my stomach and it's got me feeling all kinds of weird. I'm not trying to exacerbate nothing I don't know about.
Shit. I know that feeling. But no, I really can't wait. I'm glad that everybody has a different starter Pokemon.
I know that worked out so good. Like, and it wasn't even like, well, I guess I'll take this. It was like, oh, I want this, and we all just got what we wanted. That was dope. And everybody's gonna have something anyway. I hope there's enough. I hope there's enough variety in the beginning that we're all not just rocking the same shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it'll prove my superiority if I beat you with the Pokemon that you have. So
I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I have ways around all of this whole entire Nuzlocke.
I got ways.
All the time. I try to find their Pokemon that they have. That's the highest level. Then I try to get that same Pokemon and I level up to beat them with it.
See, I already heard some of your whole entire battle strategy, Valen. You don't use like moves that are like just dedicated to weakness in people. Just use straight attacks that does the same thing. So you're more of a heads-on person, which is even better.
Yep.
You say yup, but you're like, yeah, I'm gonna change that up. Fuck.
I'm like, thanks for telling me. It's like me having my cards facing you, me not noticing. You being like, you told me your whole strategy. I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta switch it all
Yeah.
up.
You gotta switch it up now.
I'm doing it anyway because the dynamo thing like really brings out like if I could bring people down to like to full weakness and shit in like 1 or 2 moves with dynamo, that's fucking amazing. You know what I mean? That's a real hit. That's a real hit. I would do that. But 1 or 2 stages just isn't enough. Like 1/6 or 1/3 as compared to being able to take off like half of somebody's fucking hit points in a shot and make them slower so you go first next time. Like
The only thing I can say I would do to be asshole is like if you're last on your health and I'm on my I'm about to win and I choose Pokemon to just explode just as in Dynamax mode.
Oh my god, I wouldn't even be mad. I'd be like, you had to take out 15 city blocks.
They're never coming back to the fans again. They're never coming back to view this battle.
Like people are gonna be like, oh man, he got an electrode. Wait, what?
Get the fuck out of here. Get out.
Right, this fucking stampede, people crushing people coming out the lobby. It's like when Toguro started murdering everybody.
Oh, everybody was cheering all happy until Toguro got rid.
It'd be some Dragon Ball Z fucking Boo Saga shit with Majin and Vegeta.
Yes, when everybody's like, no, we're out of here. Fuck this. Everybody run. Everybody run.
I'll be that one person, women and children. Sorry.
Right. I'd be that dude from I watched this like 4 times. So since my son's been born. But the guy's like, I'm not running, I'm not a little pussy. And then he gets blown up. But
I would run. I value my life.
Oh man. That shit was so dope. Oh god. But I think the social aspect of this is only being like we just got the tip of the dick. You know what I mean? Like the rest of it's still on the way, and I'm really hoping it's it's something to work with. Like I really hope that we can like be able to see each other in the wild. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really hope that's a thing because it's totally possible. They haven't like I said it a little bit in the chat, but the way Warframe is wired, like you can like it's just you and 4 people running through a pretty big ass area. You know what I mean? Fighting and killing shit. And it's a lot more active, a lot more, I would say, fine detail, I guess, because it's like, it's like robotic spaceships and shit like that, as opposed to like grass, which kind of has, you can do like kind of, okay, I'm not even going to speak on that because I don't know. But it seems easier to do grass than it does to do like a spaceship. You know what I mean?
But it's like I said, I will be the type of person to be opportunist. And I'll wait till you get done with like Victory Road, and I'll come there and I'm like, oh, I'm waiting for you, bro. Let's get it.
I swear to God, that's when I'm going to use that Sacred Fire item I've been holding since you never knew. I've been passing it down from Pokemon to Pokemon to Pokemon from Johto, and you're going to be like,
I still got my first Charizard. Every other Pokemon.
Shit, for serious?
From Red. I transferred it all the way up.
Shit, I think I got all the games. I had to transfer them, but oh my God, my friend.
That's why I'm excited for Pokemon Bank. I'm like, yes, he's still in there.
I gave this bitch all my Pokemon. Like, I gave her like 30 fucking Pokemon. Like, hold these. I need these back. Blah, 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 blah.
You're not getting them back.
She started a new game and didn't even think about it.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
R.I.P.
Dude,
that hurts to this day. And that was years ago. Like, she doesn't even let me talk about it because she got nothing to say about it.
Just put me on death row type of motives.
Dude, I was so fucking mad. Still.
All right. Now I think this is gonna probably be the last topic unless y'all got anything else to talk about. But let's just go ahead and bring up the starters.
Oh, see, I heard something. Everybody saw in the thing that he's got double kick, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So everybody's like firefighting. I'm holding out.
No,
he's a soccer player. All right, so of course he's gonna have kick moves, and I'm just. That's the only logic I have against it. Everything else is screaming, "Oh my God, why the fuck did they do that shit again?"
I'm going to be skeptical. I'm not going to say it's going to be firefighting. What I'm going to say is this: Game Freak are a bunch of trolls. Think about it. Last generation, Incineroar.
Oh,
Literally, a dark heel is a wrestling term. I don't know nothing about wrestling. I talked to a dude at my job at Walmart, and he tells me all this about wrestling. So basically, a dark heel is basically a dirty fighter.
Yeah.
So essentially, Incineroar is close to a firefighting, but they're trolling, and they're trolling with this. I think it's gonna be pure fire type because I just they know Game Freak is essentially grabbing us by the balls, and they know that as much as we don't like firefighting, they're gonna troll us, but with firefighting, but it's not gonna be firefighting. Now, here's another way of seeing it. Last generation, speaking of, Popplio had Disarming Voice, which was a fairy type move. Now, of course, a lot of people were saying, okay, it was going to be, water fairy, but of course, we don't know nothing. Of course, later on, leaks, Primarina gets shown off. Then here comes the Z move, and you get the, super water spirit bomb. So I'm going to say this. I don't think it's going to be firefighting. I think it's either going to be pure fire. Judging by from what the leaks say, you could take the leaks how it goes. I don't think it's going to be firefighting. Game Freak knows not to do firefighting again. Honestly, they'll do any other typing, I'm sure, but firefighting. I'm sure they'll make water fighting or grass fighting before they ever think about doing another firefighting.
Actually, that leads me to what I think for Grookey. Grookey's, I think Grookey. Sorry, what's up, what's up, Zone? You don't say it now.
Like the color scheme for like the fire one, it's the same as like Torchic's Final Evolution, and then Flame. It was an Imp8 of Fire, the Fire monkey. That nigga.
Chimchar.
Yeah, they all got the same color scheme. At least the monkey is different from Treek on other grass, but I don't know. I don't know. It's just a repetitive color scheme. It looks cool, but
that's fair. The
grass monkey.
I think they consider that somewhat of a tradition now that like different design companies like get to have their say and stuff like that. They keep certain things like a tradition because the Japanese companies are big on that. Like if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
And
the Fire Pig didn't have the same color scheme at the end.
Dude, people shit all over Embor. Are you out of your mind? People hate
Embor is a beast, though.
He was powerful, but like his design, people did not like it.
I'm gonna say this, and this is all I'm gonna say. Fundamentally speaking, had they just stopped with Infernate, people wouldn't be bitching and complaining about firefighting. It's only after Embor. It's like for 3 generations now, Game Freak, you gave us firefighting Pokemon, and then you gave us one that's like designed horribly. I will say this: Embor, while designed horribly, is I think is better than Samurai, but not better than Superior. I think the 5th gen on its own gets hated on a lot just because it was the start of the whole changing of the dynamics of the game. Yeah. I will give it that.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day, I will still say this. I will say this. I feel as if that while I started Pokemon with 3rd gen, and it wasn't until 4th gen that I got into Pokemon truly and got into competitive, I will say 5th gen is what solidified playing Pokemon for me. And I will say that Black and White 2 is, in my personal opinion, one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played besides Heart Gold Soul Silver.
That's
I agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to be like, you got a lot to live up to with Heart and Soul, but yeah, that's super fair.
My Pokemon was walking around with me. I was like,
yeah, and I hope that they didn't show it, but how could they not? Like that was the only good part about Let's Go. Like
you gotta have a Pokemon go with you.
Yeah, that's really what it was.
Like, as a kid, I want to see this motherfucker walk with me. What the fuck you mean?
Yeah, and like
you don't need to be.
I just don't want to turn to Ash Ketchum.
I just don't want to turn it. Well, as long as you don't give your best shit away, like fuck. Actually, if you don't let it die and don't have revives,
let his Butterfree go away.
Dude, he let his Pidgeot go away. That bitch moves at Mach 5.
I was like, nah.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, but I did want to say, I did want to mention about Grookey. I think that's going to end up actually being a grass fighting type, also based off like a Sun Wukong, or it's going to be like a drummer type thing.
Don't let it be a slacking type, please.
What?
Slacking.
No, I don't. Oh God. Actually, slacking is dope if you get the fucking ability that makes it so he's not asleep every other turn.
Yeah.
Like that once he like actually fucking
Wakes up and does stuff, then it's game over.
There's a monster, but yeah, it's still like I think it's like slow to start or something like that. That's the other one where his stats gradually grow as the battle goes.
Mm-hmm.
My apologies. My dog is barking. I'm like
No,
going down there again.
What kind of dog?
My mom is busy packing because I'm in the middle of moving and whatnot. So I wanted to make this a stream and whatnot. That's why I haven't made any content in like 2 months, other than the one Grand Theft Auto game I did. But I will say this. I ultimately, at some point, I want to do, let's say, maybe 5 or 6 videos, fundamentally speaking, about Pokemon in its entirety from each generation. So I want to, whenever I decide to do that, it'll be about Gen 1. I want to talk about the roots, the music, all the games leading up to it, the Pokemon designs, and everything. Basically, just a whole generation as a whole, phenomenal, about everything about that generation. And then at the end of the whole series, up until whenever Gen 8 comes out, of course, because that'll be the last one because it's not out yet or anything. I'd like to discuss, like, okay, which Pokemon games are fundamentally speaking the best in the whole series, or what generation, I should say.
Personally, I think that the villains in the first gen were more like threatening than the other ones because they actually killed Pokemon.
It's true.
They did not give a fuck about the other Pokemon. They're like, we're killing it.
I mean, at least in the second one, they only cut off some tails. Like that was like the worst they did. And technically, those like they come off anyway.
Yeah.
So, like I will say this: everyone that was in this stream and everyone that I gave the link to, I'll make sure I'll make a list. I'll compile just so because I'll make sure I hit y'all up whenever I decide to do this and get a date and time for all this. But it'd be like first generation, and just I'm gonna include the remakes and everything. So.
All right. Word, I'm down for whatever you want to do, but I also wanted to talk about the water starter because I think it's going to end up a dragon type.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Go ahead and explain.
That happens. A water dragon. Is that Kaido?
Oh, is that Kaido?
Blue? Because it's blue, right?
Actually, part of it is because it's blue and Japanese likes their blue water dragons. But also there's a lot of like the way that it holds its hands, like I just think it is. I don't have a lot to go on if I'm being
more like a gecko chameleon type of looking.
Sometimes when my nuts tingle in the right way, I'm right. And I'm feeling this is going to turn into a dragon. I'm not always right, but sometimes I am. I don't need proof.
Don't tell that guy on Twitter that.
Oh my God, dude. He was so going in. That dude's hilarious. It felt good because once you got like somebody who hates on you, you made it, right? That's what it is. Made me feel like a princess for a day.
Like,
oh my God.
Oh man, I went around for a day talking about don't call me BDV no more. Call me Charles II.
Charles II.
Oh man. Oh fuck this. I'm really excited because they didn't even show anything about the Dark Woods except maybe where those 2 fucking wolves was fighting. And that got me wondering, is that area endgame? Because like the map of Galia region leaves.
You don't really see it that well.
No, those woods, like, you don't just go there because you know those motherfuckers are right there. I was like, God damn, each time I go to the woods, the fucking wolf with the fucking sword chase me. I was like, nah, you don't go to those woods.
Right, where's here, I'll do this one. That's a solid one.
I would like if these games were like a modern Pokemon spin retelling of like King Arthur's story. I think I would like that.
Oh, that's a super fun thought. I like that. Let me hit that screen share right quick. Here we go. All right. I got the map up for those that want to see it. And I think
that lower part is the Dark Woods or the upper part.
See, here's the thing. This is like the wild zone, right? This is what we're saying. Or
it's like wild zone.
Now hear me out. Hear me out now. Are we saying this all the way up through here? Because you see how it's kind of connected. There's a bridge and it all this, that, and the third comes up, and that would kind of open up all this. as well. I would assume because there's not. It doesn't seem like there's. Oh, there's a village there. Never mind. Yeah. So what are we thinking about the wild? Like, because I think this expansive area does a lot, but it doesn't bring in. Maybe there's more over here. Maybe there's some.
Maybe there's separate wild zones. To be honest, maybe that one all the way at the top on the right hand side.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, like over here.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe there's two separate wild zones, and the only place I could see could be like dark forest areas right there by the hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Where you start out at, or right there by the Elite Four before you reach the mountain. That's probably either the dark forest or either or.
Now, people have claimed that there's not a lot of gyms because they only saw like 1, 2. This green one, that's the thing, because this looks like the first gym, and that's way the fuck out there, Jack.
Yeah, that's a long walk to kick somebody's ass.
Right, I'm saying.
Yeah,
Oh,
whoa. Pokemon, you say you fly.
At the same time, maybe it isn't, because look at the train station right here. Do boop. Right in this thing. Get off the train, go through the route into
Now,
the town.
you know how Pokemon be. You'll try to use something, then it's somebody blocking you, saying, "Nah, you can't use this way right now, nigga. Walk."
See, no, that's
You know they be
that's
doing
what
that.
the wild zone's gonna be. There's gonna be like kind of an entrance to the wild zone. It's gonna be like, nah, I'm thirsty. Go someplace else.
That should be making me mad. I was like, nah, dog, just watch out and just let me walk past you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they keep talking to say the same shit. I was like, all right, wait till I come back after I do your bullshit.
For me, it's always like, look, I got this here dragon that wants to eat you in half. Like, just let me fucking go.
Yeah, they should be letting me have intimidation tactics on Pokemon. I was like, I will take out this charge. I have him use flamethrower if you don't move out the way.
All right, there's obviously gonna be a
So what y'all naming your main characters in this game though?
Oh, I always go with Valen. Although I always go with Valen. Valen's been my name since I was since I was like
sometimes I name the character Ash and make him win. That way I feel better about the actual
You're a real one for that. I always name my character Russell, just straight up, just champion Russell just goes out and just beats all the gym leaders' butts, takes all the girls, and captures all the Pokemon at the end.
I get mad when I watch Pokemon. I played the game when I was little at the same time. I was like, Ash, look, I'm doing this shit. Why can't you?
To be honest, if Ash was in the Pokemon games, I bet he would win a league because it's a lot simpler in the games than in the anime.
That's a fact.
I don't trust Ash.
Can we both? I think we can all agree that that Gary would be just the same as Blue. Like,
yeah,
they would, regardless of the game or if they realize Pokemon.
Like, wait, you're not gonna tell me what the nigga name is. I know that's fucking Gary. Don't nigga look.
No, his name is Asshat.
No, no, Gary and Blue are different, just as different as Red and Ash. Don't get that shit twisted.
Red actually killed people.
Red don't give a fuck.
See, looking at the map, and here's what I was thinking the whole time. So fundamentally speaking, if they do, let's say, a Kalos DLC, what I think they'll do is they won't have us like fly to Kalos. It would just be like two different hubs. Is that me? Okay, should be good. So it'll be like two different hubs essentially. So it'll be like the Galar hub. Yeah. Let me see. I'm making sure it's not me.
Is that me?
Nah, he's going in now.
I think it's me every time I'm talking. What the fuck? Here, hold up. Let me fix myself real quick. Is it still doing it?
No.
All right, there you go. Okay. All right, so what I was saying was that... What the fuck?
Like you snuck up on yourself.
Okay, so before any other interruptions, I think it's like we'll take the train to Kalos in a DLC, fundamentally speaking, and then it'll have us like fly, not fly, excuse me, and then it'll be like two different hubs. So you can't fly to Galar or Kalos, if you will, but while you're in one, you take the train and then you can just fly around in the individual reason. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
All right,
I'm noticing something. There's only one dock.
He
Right.
said one dock.
No, hear me out. Hear me out. If there's only one dock, that means that maybe the DLC content uses that as a jumping off point to sail to different islands. The train idea is dope too. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, and it obviously fits the region perfectly. I'm throwing some left field shit out there, but there's only one dock. Like,
I just want to go back to Kanto and whoop on Brock's ass again.
At least, like, from
The only reason
to go to Cinnabar Island, you know what I mean? Like, there was islands and shit. This doesn't have that. Sorry, it's just that. Maybe I'm a little high right now. Okay, a lot, but
I'm jealous.
Y'all know, like Pokemon Omega. Have y'all played that one?
No.
Ruby Omega. Like,
oh yeah. Okay.
Like the gameplay, like when you can fly on Latios and stuff, like fly around. Do you want that to be a mechanic?
Oh, I
Or
would
be an
love it.
update that they can have, that you have a bird Pokemon you can fly around like you did on that game on DS.
Oh shit!
Because I think
would
that'd be
dope.
cool. You could like fly through the skies and have battles like that or something. Like on the back of your Pokemon.
Maybe late game or end game they'll do that again, but it looks like they're using the Corviknight as like a taxi service, and that's kind of like your main flight thing.
Yeah. Well, if fucking Sal, the intern, is fucking watch this video, you tell them that.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
Fucking intern, and also you're appreciated. I know you do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, and you just deal with shit all day, but you keep things running, and you guys are important. Thank you for being interns.
And don't forget to get a coffee, though.
That'd be cool. Like, nigga, where's my coffee?
Yeah, the main reason I brought up the train part was because, back in 6th gen, there was the Corway train station.
Mm-hmm.
And fundamentally speaking, if we was to go to Kalos, I would hope we would come from that train station, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, because you didn't use that at all, right?
No.
Not once, but it was there. Yeah, all right. That, I think, is going to be a given. I think there's going to be, before, we got what, 6, well, no, not 6 months. Is it? No, 5 months. Yeah. Until 6? It is 6, okay.
My math is not good, so we're going to just guess and go whatever number.
We have months until this game comes out.
Perfect, there we go.
Is it coming out in August?
No, November 15th.
No, November 15th.
Yep.
Oh, damn, that's ways away. God, fuck, shit. Damn.
You got enough time to save up money.
That's what I'm glad about. I'm like, I know I'm getting this because I can save up in that time.
Yeah, you know that they're gonna have a deal around that time too, for like a limited edition Pokemon with the whole shebang bang.
Oh, it's gonna be $100 instead of $120 for both. That's what it's gonna be. They already released something else as a 2-game thing that was
a 2-game like dual pack. It's like 120, I believe.
Yeah,
the European Direct showed a golden steel book, which I'm assuming that, I don't know why they didn't show it in the American one, but I'm assuming it would come with it.
I'm gonna try to get it early though.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what's up. Like what? That's one of the things that might come up in the Nintendo Direct, is maybe they'll talk about that, but I really doubt it. There's a good chance they'll do a last minute Nintendo Direct, or sorry, Pokemon Direct before it's released. It's entirely possible, but it's unlikely. Although I have heard rumors that they're doing a demo like they did for Sun and Moon.
Yeah, it's at E3.
Yeah. So my dick's heart has exploded at the prospect of that.
I'm hoping one thing that will be incorporated with this game, especially for the people that actually played Let's Go, is the Pokeball Plus.
Yeah, I got mine. It's back there. I like it and I want to use it, and I hope it's not just memorabilia from now on. But
yeah, that and I'm hoping Pro Controller capability too. I want to play on the Pro Controller.
I still got my little Pikachu pedometer thing, so like I'm okay with.
Oh, you mean from Heart Gold Soul Silver? Dude,
no, I don't think so. No, it's more like a Tamagotchi.
I'm talking about the Pokewalker.
Yeah, no, that's not it. Okay. I wish. I've wanted one of those forever. I just never got it because I never bought any of my copies. I always got them, we'll say, secondhand.
Okay.
Yep, same here.
But yeah, that's fuck. This is I'm really excited. Like I don't care that it's months away. I don't care that everything I know could be turned on its head and different the next time we talk about it. You know what I mean? Because now that there's an actual data file, there's going to be actual people scavenging through that data. Now that they have these things, there's going to be
There's always that one person working there that gives out
and let alone the Chinese Riddler or Japanese Joker or whatever, vice versa. Like those dudes have really, really reliable links months before it comes out, and it's usually high level information too. So I tried not to pay attention until after the fact, so I can be like, oh man, those guys are dope. And
you can't be on Twitter, you can't be on YouTube without finding out. Sadly.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not trying to and plus I hate all those clickbaity YouTubers that are like this new thing, and it's like a picture of this dope ass thing, like, oh, and it's just like, so we heard this rumor, take it with a grain of salt.
I'm like, motherfucker, you can just put it in the title.
I hate you. I fucking hate you so much.
Now you feel good for looking at it.
Everybody's got to get paid, and I try not to be mad about it. I'm not going to be that way because I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get an early copy of it. I'm looking into it right now.
I don't even know how I want to though. Like my whole dream for being a YouTuber had nothing to do with One Piece or anime. I just wanted to do Pokemon, like because that's
exactly.
I told my wife like she's number 2.5. It goes my son, Pokemon, and her. Like she's 2.5.
She's right there.
Right there though. As close as any human can get that's not, my child. Because
if I could put both of you in the same game platform, we'll be good.
I would do it, but that's just not how numbers work. There can't be two number ones. That's an 11.
I got a way to fix this, bro. You get sword, she gets shield.
Oh, she won't play. We have too much going on. Like I don't particularly like talking about my next move, but we're starting a business. That's why I've been low key for a minute. We're putting roots down and really going into a practice and starting up our own company and shit like that. So we're
good as fuck, bro.
Doing shit. So yeah. But that's the tip I'm on. That's why I've been kind of like out of it, away from everything for a little bit.
All right.
Because starting a business is hard and it takes focus.
That's a lot of focus. Trust me, I've been through it myself.
Yeah, I used to have an entertainment company back before we moved for schooling, and it only works if you know everybody in town. You know what I mean? You can't go to a place and do the same thing and expect the same results, and we didn't have that kind of money to build, so I just started doing jobs regular instead of what I like to do. But now I get to do what I do and help my family grow, and that's the whole thing. You never work for your first name; you work for your last. You know what I mean?
Basically, like I used to be a contractor and you do the same thing.
Yep, I've done that shit. Framing, drywall. I did I went to Florida when I was 17 to just try some shit. I had $50, no ID, no social security card.
You can't afford it with $50.
Bro, I stayed for 3 months, Jack. You don't know my life. I'm good. With $50, I got into a hotel, I got a job, dude, I was living life stupid, but I was barely getting by. But it was getting by.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I was like 17 at the time too. Like it was rough, and it was really fun. But I did framing in Florida in July and August, and like my New York ass was not ready for that Florida heat.
Yeah.
I almost fell off. I was framing a third floor in Pensacola, so like we were up there, and I was I was supposed to be more secured, but I didn't know I was still new. And I got lightheaded and I woozed like almost all the way off the fucking top of it. And my foreman, this dude who's like half the size of me now, just catches my full weight in one hand, that old man muscle, and just like pulls me in and like gets me down, gets me, like a little bit of water, catches me up. Like he's like, all right, you're not allowed up again. And that's how I lost my job.
Oh my.
That's what happens.
Liability. Yeah, you can't. It's just
they can't allow you back.
Liabilities. That's understandable.
I mean, it sucks, but I mean, shit. Then I went to oyster shucking at a fucking hotel, dude. There's jobs if you want to do some shit. That's what I like about Florida.
Yeah, there's always opportunity down.
Dude, I did net fishing with this dude at like fucking from like 4 a.m. to like 9 in the morning or some shit. Like it was ridiculous. I saw an alligator. Dude, I'm telling you, people are fucking crazy in Florida.
All right, let me go ahead and ask this.
Sorry.
Any final questions or thoughts?
That's the thing. We can't wait. There's so many thoughts, and there's nothing that can be final. Like I'm the final thoughts dude, and even I'm like I want more. And that's really what it comes down to.
I'm just gonna say this, and I'll say this now. I appreciate how Game Freak isn't. I appreciate how they took the time in order to do this direct, because I didn't like how what was it back in Allraz where they leaked all the Mega Evolutions and Steven and all this other stuff. I didn't like that. And then Sun and Moon, it was like a trailer like every week.
Yeah, like that got out crazy. But the whatchamacallit, the demo is what really popped it off, I think, because everybody and their mother was making 100 Pokemon videos based off what they did in the demo. You know what I mean? Like they for 15 minutes or half an hour make like 70 hours worth of fucking videos about it. Clickbaity asshole videos.
They go down a route and like, maybe if I turn right this video, it's all about me going turning right on this route.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and I respect that hustle because that's turning something into nothing. You know what I mean? Like, nothing into something, and I can respect that. But it gets annoying. But I'm gonna do at least like 5 or 6 videos if it's the same length or whatever, because there's a lot to go over, and I think it's gonna be great. I'm excited for the demo to kind of get my hands on and jump in, but also I'm scared for the demo because that's when everybody breaks the game open and rapes it. Just rapes the game for all it's worth.
I just hope Game
Freak there's really no other term for how viciously they do it too. Like
I know it's gonna happen too. It's like, yeah.
It's like going to online battles and going against Asian people. You can't win.
Oh my god, it's like you play Tekken with your friends and thinking you're good, you go online, and then you just end up crying in the tub for the next 40 minutes. Like, it's like I thought I had the skills. Sorry.
That's how it is, though.
Especially like with the Naruto games, Jack. They do not fuck around. Oh, am I still screen share? Okay, I'm not.
Woo. No, you good. You good.
I mean, I wasn't looking at nothing, but I would have been surprised.
I'm just can't wait to go around and beat every gym trainer ever, period. And that's, well, gym leader, I should say that. And then go around and beat their disciples first.
I figured out what game I got confused with August. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! I thought that's in August.
Wait, what's coming out?
Yeah. You're talking about Link Evolutions. I'm definitely getting that one. I'm definitely playing that one for sure.
Link Evolution, is it a phone game?
No. It's coming to the Switch.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, variations of how you play Yu-Gi-Oh! From each series on one game.
Oh, okay, so essentially too, it's a port of what is it? Legacy of the Duelist, but it's coming
on PS4. I had that.
Yeah, it's essentially a port, but it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. Well, it's already out in Japan, but it's coming the rest of the world around August. What was it, 25th? I can't remember. Anyway,
so I'm guessing they see how good Duel Links is doing, so they want in on that money then.
Yeah, dude, Duel Links.
Hell yeah, I'd be fucking people up in Duel Links.
Yeah, I think I told fucking Stoney this once. I used to be like in the top 100 when it first started, like during that first tournament they had, because I would kill people in like 2 turns. I had the dopest fucking deck.
So you're sending people to the shadow round
with ancient gears. So I was like, bitch, don't let me get a second turn.
See, I didn't even make it to like they didn't even have ancient gears in there by the time like I quit. Or not quit. I switched phones and lost everything and just couldn't bring myself to go back. Like I tried for like
me when I lost my information from my Pokemon bank, and I lost all my Pokemon. It made me feel
man, that's rough.
For a month.
I know those feelings.
There was so many hours of games.
I can commiserate that.
I should have had that shit in a bank too, with all my information for Pokemon and in a safe deposit box. But I know that now.
What you gonna do? Nothing we can. But yeah, Sword and Shield, man. Go get it.
Yeah, if you choose to come against me across me, you're gonna lose, but it's okay.
Yeah, if you find yourself seeing the name Valen or BDV, you should probably just flee on sight.
I definitely want to do free for alls. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, look up a YouTuber too. Do see it's like doing a double battle on Wi-Fi, but you're attacking each other and the other person.
Oh, that'd be cool. I want to. I don't know if since everybody here knows who Sacred is, I want to do like that kind of shit, but I don't know how. Where he's got like the 2 games side by side and everybody playing and shit. Like I would fucking love to do that shit with like a regular playthrough of like fucking
like a Soul Link.
Yeah. I think is it what it is? I don't know. Like it's just the 2 games are next to each other, and you get to like watch both and shit. I don't know if that's an editing or what.
From what I know, so they're both recording it. So you know, it's like if you and me were doing it. So it's side by side. Let's say it's Cerulean Jim, and you're heading towards Vermilion, essentially. And so that's how it is, and so that's how it's displaying. So I'm recording it, you're recording yours, and then if it's going on your channel, I'll send you mine, and then you have your layout, and then you have yours on your side, yours on my side. No, mine on my side, and then maybe you want to show the Pokemon I got still in the Nuzlocke. You got the ones you got, and then maybe you have the badge displays, something like that.
All right, yeah, that's the only thing that's what I thought, but the way they like interact like makes me think they can see each other's games like in live time.
I think that's what they're doing too. I have to I think they're doing like I think they're talking to each other also, and I think they're doing it via Discord because I know you can screen share on Discord when you have a little private chat. That's what I think it is. I can't be for sure because it's definitely not Skype. Maybe back in the day it was Skype, and I definitely don't think it's Hangouts. It's definitely not none of them. They're both recording each other. They're both seeing each other, and I believe it's through Discord.
All right,
I can't verify that, but you probably want to look up that exactly because if like you and Hype Beast BDV, if y'all want to do that for when Sword and Shield comes out,
fuck.
Just gotta plan each other time around and whatnot. But yeah,
Word.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this now. Any final sayings or whatnot?
Like, comment, subscribe, not just to me, not just to BDV, but to Russ, who always puts together these great ass conversations and is there pumping out links to everybody's shit. Incredibly supportive. The dude's fucking he's amazing. Like I want to give the credit for that.
Yo, check out Stony too. He talks about mid-ass One Piece.
Hey, is that what I gotta throw hands on? Because I gotta undo these. I'm going full John Wick. All right, that's just all there is. All right?
You got the white town, bro.
Like, don't make me turn this tie red.
Right.
Nah, we know what happened to Queen. Hey, I got a question about
no,
that.
We don't.
After we're off. Well, after we're offline, if y'all feel like talking about the chapter, but I have a question about Queen.
All right, yeah. Let's
we can do that. Who cares?
Does Queen arm? Does it turn to a dinosaur arm?
Oh, that's the question.
It didn't show it. It kind of looked like there was some movement
like it's
going
like
on.
The arm gone, but then it's just like a dangly metal piece right there because it's amputated. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like it didn't show it after he went full.
I'm sure Oda will elaborate on that in particular, and if not, the anime will. But I'm sure when he went in full Dino mode, I'm sure that it was the 3 appendages he has, his biological ones, along with the robotic one. I'm sure that it's all in culmination because I doubt like a zone's going to grow it on. I don't think so because that's like people saying that. That's like people saying if Pedro went Sulong, wouldn't he get his eye back? Which no, or heal back from the bomb. The blue
and even then, that's to say he didn't go Sulong for 10 years, which I think is questionable.
Like, I'm sure they know their limits and limitations because that's like if Nekomamushi and Itarashi were to go Sulong in Wano, whenever that happens, that's like saying they're going to grow their respective limbs. I doubt that.
Yeah, that's what. And more to the fact, don't you think if they knew they would just get him back, they'd have done it already and just been full health?
I'm saying like reptile zones.
Especially fucking Pedro. He had years.
I'm still wondering why Law has not given him another limb.
I don't think he wants to. He's like, I got to.
I know this is supposed to be a Pokemon stream. I don't care. This is my stream, however it goes. But what I'm going to say is this. Law ability. Why hasn't he personality swapped Dofi in treble.
Honestly, I don't. I wonder if his soul swap thing is gonna work. Like he has a lot of stuff. I don't know.
This whole thing with Hawkins right now, I don't see that much of a threat with Law's fruit.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this now, and if Virgo does a stream sometime, I'm gonna verify this. I'm gonna say what Hawkins did is smart, and it's really smart, and it's a good application of his devil fruit. But I think it's a hoe move. I think it's a completely hoe move. I'll just say that now.
It's definitely a hoe move. He's like, yeah, I know you can kill me without even trying. Why do you think we didn't bring your homie here? That because
that's so crazy.
Full moon, he would murder everyone. We know. Like I think that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be a wreckage, and he's gonna get like one eye to see the moon, and it's just gonna be on and cracking from there. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, now that's the second in command." All right. And everybody was talking shit about Beppo being nothing.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, I want him to be like Poe from Kung Fu Panda. That's what
I'm still upset. How they get captured like that, though?
Like it's just there's numbers right now. Like that's really what it comes down to. And their orders were to not. Law's orders to everyone were to not make a scene. And if he went bananas and started kicking the shit out of all these samurai, it would make a scene. So it's possible they just tried not to make a scene under their captain's orders. Much like
I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. What was it? So I always said this, and if we ever get like a Law backstory with how he met Beppo, Penguin, and Sachi after the whole Doflamingo thing, I always said this. I said I bet, like, they meet up with each other, and, they were picking on Beppo. He saved Beppo. Beppo became his first friend. And eventually, let's just say, a gang came out of nowhere, captured all four of them, let's say tortured them, kind of similar to how they tortured Luffy in his backstory when they were looking for the treasure for whatever dude's name is. And I think, I bet it was I bet Beppo looked at the full moon, went Sulong, completely wrecked house and everything, and I bet you Law was like, don't you ever, as long as I know you, don't you ever do that again. Something like that.
Yeah, I can see that. Like you don't do that without my permission ever again.
Yeah, like, nigga, because holy shit, bodies everywhere, nigga.
Yeah, I like how Law did not even call Beppo by his name. He said the white bear.
Yeah, there's a white bear. He's like, you don't even need names. He's like, if I don't get my white bear, I'm gonna murder everybody. But I think remember Beppo's father was the second in command to Pedro, or his brother, sorry, was second in command to Pedro for the original Docked Pirates. So I think the lineage of power is there, at least. You know what I mean?
Like I'm still want to see more from Beppo, but I'm still not really confirmed, like really good with Penguin and Sachi getting caught in the way they are.
Yeah, that's I don't know. We don't even know what they do.
Because we've seen like Beppo, he's very naive, like almost chopper wise sometimes,
Well, I think that's like part of it. He has like the childlike innocence, and that's
it's like most minks though. Sometimes I guess.
True.
So with him being that way, I'm like, but Penguin Sachi, they obviously have the common sense to know when someone's circling them around them or looking at them. Like,
yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, this should not have been an option for them to get captured. Not all of them. If anyone should tell Law that they've been captured, it should be one of them to tell them.
Yeah, that's the thing though. They're in a country they know nothing about. It could have just been turn the corner at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Like, and that's really, I think the kind of one of the things about Wano is that around every corner there's some fuck shit going on.
But that's why life comes at you in every direction, though.
Yeah, hey, every one of them.
I'm going to go ahead off a tangent right here and say this, but I forgot who it was saying that, but I think it was Brago. I watched this video, and he was discussing about how the Oibawan want to at least capture one of the Straw Hats and, interrogate them. And how, I don't know, maybe 5 to 8 chapters ago, Nami and Usopp were talking about if they got captured, they would have snitched.
Yeah.
And I think one of the worst things that could ever happen is like, let's just say, like Usopp's case, like I'm sure he will snitch, but let's just say in order to, to be considered a brave warrior, let's just say he doesn't snitch. And if they fed him a smile. Now, I want to think that Usopp is, strong-willed enough to where if he gets fed, let's say a full smile, not one that's like half eaten or anything, I would hope that, let's just say, he gets like some interesting animal power this arc, and let's say it makes them. Yeah, there you go. You see where I'm going at, and let's say it makes him. Let's say it's for his arms. So let's say he gets like, maybe I'm not bear arms, but let's say he got like beetle arms or some shit. Like I saw like a beetlezoan arms, and fundamentally speaking,
I think you get something with wings, if I'm allowed to say it.
Okay.
It was like
we'll go
Shadow
off the
with
tangent and saying that if you got, let's say, the rhinoceros beetle arms, let's just say, fundamentally speaking, and when he uses his slingshot, let's just say, a normal human's arms can only go so far and project like so much power, but if he was to get like a rhinoceros beetle arms, it'd go even further, make his long shots even stronger. But that's just my theory. That's all.
That'd be cool, but I don't want him to have it like permanently grafted to his arm.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That would not be a good look.
Nah, I think Vegapunk is coming in this arc, and I'm gonna
Fix some things
change
up.
it around.
But the way I see like the Devil Fruit wise, it's like Caesar, like Vegapunk and Judge had a good idea of how to do the lineage factor. Like as you can see with Vegapunk, he made the Devil Fruit for Momonosuke. And as far as we know, only from Caesar's point of view, we know that the fruit is a failure. Who's to say it isn't? And then with Judge,
it's like the best smile.
Yeah. And so for Judge, he made the lineage factor for his children. It feels like Caesar just reverse engineered what they did in the wrong way possible. Because it, like we see with like Momonosuke, he has his emotions intact, but his transformations draw off his emotions. But he still has all full capability of his emotions. With Judge, he has their powers are intact, their abilities are intact, but it's based off they have a lack of emotions, of play, like pretty much sympathy for anything else, basically apathy. But with Caesar, what Caesar made, he just gets he voids all notion of sadness and everything off of it, and just puts happiness in place of whatever is missing. So I feel like Caesar did what he took off notes, both Judge and Vegapunk, and just reverse engineered everything that he did, and basically he combined both works and just messed it up.
Yep, I can definitely see that, especially with the introduction of Sad in particular.
Yeah, and for the like I said, with Judge and Caesar, with Judge and Vegapunk, their product was 100% foolproof almost. With Caesar, his is like 1 out of 10%, like 10 out of 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That shit's kind of sad. I was like, damn, I feel bad for Kill. I said, I didn't know that was you, my nigga. I was like, damn, that's how we see you unmasked. I was like, damn.
I was kind of upset because it makes what.
Yes. I was like, we gonna find Caesar soon. I want to see him get punched again. Like the
no longer why Caesar did.
Fucking Caesar, he just damn, like bitch.
See, what I'm gonna say is about upset Valendo in a minute.
What? Okay.
What Caribou said was kind of right about the kid pirates, though.
What did he say?
He said they're not a good look on the pirate world right now.
Oh, and you know what? That may not be, and that's fine. That's meant to guide expectations and to get people to think the way you're thinking right now.
Yeah.
Then that's super fine. But I am a man of faith.
Okay.
And
I'm just saying, like, so far, I'm not trying to toot in the horn or anything, but I'm saying with the kid pirates, their rap sheet.
No, it's looking bad. But I mean, how much better is Law's rap sheet looking right now?
It's not looking good at all.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody's taking a hit.
It's not as wide was shirt. It's not wide shown around the world like kid pirates.
Man, that shit.
I mean,
shit let me down. It's like, damn, this
shit. I mean, the Straw Hat's whole fucking captain got took, and they ain't do shit about it.
Ain't nobody do shit yet.
Yeah. So So I mean, for now, that's the way shit looks, but it's not how shit's gonna end up.
The thing that upsets me about it is just that the way their mindset is like, okay, Luffy escaped from Impel Down. There's no other prison that can hold him.
And then here we are.
Hold my beer, hold my sake.
But actually, to be fair, there isn't. Because whatever prison they can send him in wouldn't have been in Wano, because Wano is a sovereign nation of its own right. So they couldn't have sent him to one of Wano's prisons. Mm-hmm. So that actually still stands.
Yeah.
I'll lend credence to back that up through.
But if
But
you look,
yeah, nothing. I
another,
haven't seen nothing. Like we ain't got to that Sunday torture yet. Like he's still.
yeah,
on
exactly. I'm waiting to see the Sunday torture.
I won't fucking Luffy have a Ray Lee moment and he just snatched your fucking collar off.
I think
like,
it's gonna.
Let's
You
go.
know how Luffy always does what he's trying to do in a stupid way. Like whenever he's trying to like learn something, he fucks it up and but he ends up doing it, or like the shonen trope rather. It might not just be Luffy, where they'll say, I'll use Naruto as an example. Like he's trying to learn the some other kind of Rasengan, and he ends up learning the big Rasengan on accident. I think.
I just hope that like Big Mom grabs Luffy by the neck and says, "Spit up the shoker, the food." She breaks the collar by accident.
That would be something, but at the same time, I think part of me thinks the only thing that's really gonna stop it is Kid getting out of those stone handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because once he's out of those handcuffs, everything changes in a heartbeat. Because my man's surrounded by everything, he turns into a weapon.
Swords. I was like, man.
I still believe Queen has Kid's arm on.
I wouldn't doubt it. Just to do
arm.
it. Like Queen's wearing it as a glove, basically.
Kid can use like after the seesaw handcuffs is off, he can like use his Del fruit to make his arm come back and fuck up Queen with it, or make it like.
Big Mama already took care of that.
Yo, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, I do appreciate. Like, I know, I'm not saying I'm one of the biggest Big Mom slanderers in the community because that's definitely not the option. That's definitely not the case. But I will say this: I will say I did like Big Mom this chapter, and I love how she put the slam jam and fucking Queen and fucking King of Lightning's live reaction yesterday was fucking hilarious.
Big Mom came through.
Yeah, and everybody thinks like that's the end of this dude. I'm like, no, all right, he's taking a shot, but like that's not the end of a calamity. I'm sorry.
I'm like, come on, he's an ancient zone, and zones already like they have that factor. Like even they take a lot of damage to get back up stronger. You know what I mean? Especially if I'm pretty sure he's awoken.
Yeah, so, like
I think getting back up, but he gonna be hurting. He gonna get back up, but his face is gonna be a little red.
Yeah, he's gonna be angry, is what he's gonna be, and like I think him hitting Big Mom is gonna jog her memory, and I think that's gonna be part of it.
With that tail, it's like bitch, tail whip, bitch.
Yo, y'all niggas should chat. Put your channels in the fucking chat if you want, and then I'm gonna make y'all some mods real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this shit. I forgot to do that till now. But yeah, I definitely will say this chapter was actually really good. I have to admit that I enjoyed the chapter.
I just have to accept the Big Mom stuff. Because either way I'm gonna be mad, but I might as well accept being mad.
That's how I feel sometimes. I felt like even the chapter beforehand, when fucking Koshiro blocked Zoro's attack, I was like, yeah, he's a real nigga. Like, real nigga samurai.
I saw that panel with the two of them face to face. Don't let anybody convince you that's just Zoro huffing and puffing. Like that's both of them being like, haha. And Zoro's trying to like do some shit, and Kiroshiro's just trying to be a troll. Like, nope, stop hitting the computer.
Zoro, like literally, Zoro's Mr. Steal Your Girl of Wano.
That shit with Sanji was so fucking mad. He said even though he has a lower balance, like really right now.
What?
I was like, he mad over that. I was like, come on, dog.
Yeah. I thought you might.
I was like, he mad too. You know, Sanji mad.
Mm-hmm.
And she was.
He made the whole face and everything.
That shit funny. Nah, man, he got the chicken dress Rosa, so it's fair. He got Viola that time dress Rosa. It's time for Zoro.
He got Viola and Pudding.
Yeah, he gets all the bitches, and he's complaining about
Sanji greedy. I thought Zeph taught him about sharing food and shit. What's he doing? Being greedy, trying to have it all to himself.
That's just crazy as hell.
My guy Zoro's Mr. Steal Your Girl.
He deserves it, to be perfectly honest. And I'll tell you right now. I mean, what better relationship would it be for fucking Mononosuke than finding out that Zoro, probably one of the few dudes he actually respects on, like, because he's another swordsman. His sister likes him.
I think Momonosuke is going to be. I think that the great thing about Momonosuke and Zoro's relationship, he's the only male on the ship that Momonosuke does not have beef with on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And he's even trying to teach him shit. That's cool too. I was like, damn, Zoro, nigga, you gonna start getting fucking little students and shit?
But I don't.
You gonna have 3 sword style and dragon form. I was like, damn.
I don't trust what's her name though.
Talking
Okiku.
about Hiyori Komazaki?
No, I don't trust Okiku.
Oh.
Her leaving Momonosuke and Toko out just like, I mean, yeah. Otama is basically like leaving them. Like, remember when we first met Otama and she got kidnapped, right? Zoro said that this is planned out. Obviously, it's not a by the whim type of thing. They planned this out, so they knew that Otama was there. And now, right now, we have her. Remember, we just now found out she had a snail phone with her. And so her leaving Otama and Momonosuke out again, I feel like she's setting them up to get kidnapped again.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Because Otama, her ability because if it can work like on a zone like Kaido or Queen or something, that's kind of broken. I was like, damn, she just all food. I was like, she just Kaido sit.
She's definitely gonna play a big role later. I think that's kind of a fact. And I think her little chibi dango is going to be something that keeps Big Mom in line, actually, if I'm allowed to be honest.
Well, they do have everything there to make Osiriku there at the prison, to be honest with Toko.
Yeah. There. But Queen's not about that life. That's his.
Yeah. When he did that, I was like, you got to be dumb as hell to even try.
Otama's technically like a Pokemon trainer if she gives a zone of chibi dango, right? Because then she just control them, tell what to do.
I think it only works for smile users.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that
yet.
So
it only works for. No, see, that's the thing, though. If it works on smile, it'd have to work on full zone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. We have to wait to see, like, we have to see a whole zone like Jack or somebody eat it, and then if she can control him, it's set in stone.
And I don't think it's so much control as it is create favorable discourse immediately. Which is, I mean, it's tantamount to the same thing. It's being used the same way, but there's more uses to the favorable discourse than just controlling, because favorable discourse leads them to free will, which leads them to do other things more in character as opposed to out of character. I mean, for the person, if that makes sense. Like, a person with favorable discourse, Batman wouldn't shoot somebody for you, but he would beat them down. But if you controlled Batman, you can make him shoot somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I think the difference is. To use that was actually a really good analogy. I like that. Thank you, Batman.
Batman is the greatest.
Yeah. I think, and I want to say this on stream, so there's some evidence and proof. All right.
They didn't take it last time. They didn't.
Well, they're going to take it this time, or I'm going to force feed it to them. Anyway, and I've been saying this since the beginning too, but the Komurasaki, she did what she did them people dirty specifically for a reason. She's got warehouse, she's got weapons, she's got placement, she's got everything she needs to help facilitate the 20-year plan. She ain't doing it alone.
I'm glad we found it out later, though, that it was for a reason that she did that. It made me feel better about the character. I was like, all right, those niggas deserve
it.
Like, I knew, well, no, I mean, we knew that she did it for a reason to survive, but this is a more pertinent reason to the 20-year plan.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's a better reason than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that Kiroshiro is on.
Fine taking shit from people that's doing fucked up shit.
Like, I think the introductory of Kiroshiro and the way he's joking about the 20-year plan and how Lord Odin's so afraid of it because it's something he is part of but lost faith in. You know what I mean? He's like, it was just after fucking 15 years, you know, it's probably more of, you know, something like that.
Like,
and then,
a lot of fate.
Exactly. But I think he's gonna have more faith now. And him not killing fucking what's her nuts, fucking
Himari.
Hayori or Himori, whatever the fuck her name is, not killing her proves unequivocally that they are connected closely, because he risked both of their lives by not killing her. Period.
And she shows up in broad daylight.
Yeah, she shows up in broad daylight and almost gets captured by people who are definitely going to tell Odin, "Hey, remember that like really pretty hoe you liked? Yeah, well, she's alive.
We've seen her.
Yeah,
And she was somebody else.
You know, going off that, I wanted to say this. So Zoro was really clashing with Koshiro.
They both
right before he noticed that someone was messing with Komurasaki and left. What if Koshiro knew that Zoro was there with Komurasaki, saw her, and while let's say he's good or whatever, and he tells her, "Hey man, you better look back there" or some shit, and then he goes back there and Zoro dips because really there was no, I guess, genuine reason as to why Zoro would leave in the middle of a fight unless he knew that I need to go save her, and then Sanji becomes afterwards.
Because I thought Sanji was about to like blitz over there real fast. So I was like, "Oh my nigga!" I was like, "Yeah, there you go, go ahead."
I'm happy because this is everybody likes to talk shit about bounties, but that doesn't matter as much to it didn't matter until, of course, Sanji had a higher one to Sanji as much because he had all the women. Now he's got a higher bounty, but Zoro's got the only woman that matters, the most beautiful woman in the entire land. You know what I mean? And and I think that's just a little like poke at Sanji, who hasn't even begun to fight X-Drake yet. For the record, he didn't put on a raid suit. He didn't fucking go fucking Super Sentai yet. He's just kind of testing him out. And yeah, he got bitch slapped, but he got back up immediately. Like, don't get the wrong idea.
Yeah, Sanji's awesome, but I'd rather him fight with his own power instead of using the raid suit. In all honesty,
exactly. Me too. But the raid suit is,
for me, it feels like a cheap power up.
It is a cheap power up, but he absolutely needs it to be on the level that some of these people are on.
Like, I'm going to go ahead and go off this. I'm going to say this, and it's that Sanji should only put on the raid suit like legitimately if it's a life or death situation. Yeah. Like straight up, or for gags purposes, the people on Nami and Robin. But otherwise, he really shouldn't put it on unless it's like, okay. Speaking, if he fights Queen, yeah, like if he's fighting Queen, and let's say he's doing all right or whatever, and then he sees like Nami or Robin, and they're getting pushed back by someone, he should put it on, then go help them out, then come back to fight Queen. Something like that, or See. What else? Is there anything else we need to talk about for this chapter?
That's the thing. This chapter opened up a lot of conversation from subsequent chapters. You know what I mean? Like, and the way Oda is like, give me all their heads, and everybody's like, oh shit, because everybody there was like, come on, don't do this, da 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 da. So he wants everybody dead, and the catalyst for change is always in the citizenry, and that's what happened in feudal era, and that's what happened. That's what really helped change the shogunate daimyo situation, was the uprising of the citizens, and of course westernization.
Oh, let me say this. What do y'all think about the whole Shuten Maru and Kinemon stuff?
We're gonna show great to do.
I think he's gonna show him all the people that have died. Like, there's gonna be you don't understand what it's been like these 20 fucking years, you piece of shit. How dare you burn my fucking mountain? How dare you frame me after everything I've already been through, holding up the name of our fucking 9 scabbards, you giant non-thinking piece of shit.
Or worst case scenario, he burned the grave of what's hidden inside the castle.
Yeah.
You burned their graves.
Jesus.
I was thinking maybe Dendro is dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Dendro's grave is there, and he burnt it down. He's like, "Look what you did."
Oh, that reminds me. In the scene where whatchamacallit gets cut, notice who's in the background, because they're drawn specifically. It's the one dude who was I'll fucking fight. I don't give a shit. Like that younger guy that looks kind of like He-Man, and the old dude there too. Like both of them are the crescent ankle guys. Like they're part of the rebellion.
The old guy finally grew a pair of balls and said, "I want to join." I said the old guy finally grew a pair of balls and like, "I'm gonna join the rebellion."
Well, that's kind of what happens. Like this whole thing with Yasu is going to be a catalyst for change. Like this is going to be like, and this is kind of the witching hour boy, and also who wore it best. These are questions I've had. I was going to do on mine, but I don't think I'm going to end up doing it this week because I've been really I've been crazy busy. Who wore it better, Scratch or Queen? The sectioned ponytail. They both wore the same haircut.
Oh, Scratch Man a poo. I get it.
Scratch.
I think Queen wore it better.
Who wore it better?
I think Queen was rocking it, especially when he does his little dance to the sides.
Right? Yeah. Come on. When
he was hitting that hoe.
Who are you going to talk about dancing?
I
man, Apu is like the whole. Oh wait, I wonder if Apu's going to show up working for Queen. We already know he has a propensity for song and dance. So who else to have is like one of your crew as
nigga as a DJ?
Yeah, like as your own personal music man, which I think is a hilarious.
Apu about to be spitting out mixtapes, and then Queen's going to be fucking doing the melly.
That shit would be dope. Fucking hey. I don't really got much else, and I kind of got to get going anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get going too. I'm about to go ahead and end this. But any final thoughts on Pokemon Direct? I'm sure we're past that point.
I'm excited for the 11th for the Nintendo Direct. I don't think there's going to be anything Pokemon related, but I'm excited for it. That's what I have to say. And because after that, there's going to be the demo, and that's when shit starts to get really real.
I'm ready to catch them all.
1 second. Come here.
Any final thoughts of the One Piece chapter?
I think in 2 weeks we're going to find out.
Yeah, I totally forgot fucking break.
Yep.
Effing Oda.
I think
he deserves it. He deserves
Queen's
it.
Gonna stand up and throw Big Mom across the prison.
Yo, if Queen does that, he gets a W in my book.
Right? I'm saying like people. It's about time somebody actually is able to stood up to her. And brontosauruses like are literally nothing but muscle. You know what I mean?
And he did already hint that his bowling ball human form is all muscle already.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
okay.
All right, Valen. You have a good one, man, and I appreciate you coming through. I really do.
Just send the link and I'll be there. I'm trying to do more, man. I'm trying to do more, but
same. I'll be right here for you, man. You have a good one.
You too. Peace. Oh yeah. Like, comment, subscribe to Captain Valen too. I didn't know if I said it earlier.
I'll put the links down in the chat. You good?
As always, life happens in every direction. Let's be careful.
All right, Stony BDV. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I appreciate y'all coming through. And Stony, I was gonna ask if Mr. Flame does a Black Clover stream. I don't know if he was gonna do it today still, or if he does it some other time. Will you come through?
Like he's supposed to be doing it in the Discord. He was recording. I don't know when he's gonna do it though.
All right, well, I'll pull through for that. But y'all, my niggas, y'all have a good one, and I will come through with the commentary and the discussions and whatnot after I get moved. And probably the next stream I will actually do will probably be a birthday stream. So 29th, I guess, around that time, birthday stream. But
end of this month?
Yeah, end of the month.
Yeah, but I come through.
All right, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace.
You too. Y'all have a good one.
Mm-hmm.